like that. Woo!
What has he done before? I mean, he's only made the playoffs one time before.
Oh, no one in the league is scared of him either? That he can get hot and go off?
Devin Booker.
No, I'm
y'all
asking.
stop. No one's afraid of Phoenix. We wanted them. No one's afraid of Phoenix. I talked to some teammates. I ain't gonna say who, because I'm gonna say who, forget it. I talked to Paul George last night, man. Pat, ain't nobody scared of them.
He's more athletic. The second shot and then a tip down already. Paul George. George off the dribble, drives, gets inside. Nice left-handed flipping. George drives into traffic, pulls up, shot's good. And the Clippers will get in the lead. Back to that bucket for Paul George. I think it'd be one person. Paul George challenges him. And also brought in Cam Johnson, the Suns here. Final 4 minutes. Sweeping out there. Out there. Over the top quickly erased the game. Playing so well. Morris on top. Bridges is on him. George, three. Oh, George. Oh, George with the answer. Best East West Conference. Flashing here in the desert, and the Clippers out in front, 50 to 20. End up blocking the fouls up there. Clippers ball. Rebounding, defending, knocking down shots. George knocks down the shutters all out there for Phoenix. Here comes George. He's got 25. He's defended by Booker. And the lead will go to 6.
Get aside from the Paul George, Devin Booker comparison.
Not even close.
Because I don't even think that's worth arguing about.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe all of our YouTube videos. Hit the like button as y'all enter in. Hit the share, hit the subscribe as well as y'all come in. You know what I'm saying? Share with your family and friends. Get those likes up. Very, very important. I see 11 people in here. We should have over 11 likes right now. Y'all, come on, man. Wipe your feet before you enter this house. As well, let's go to our super stickers and super comments available. If you guys have a comment that you guys want to drop, make sure you guys hit that thanks button right below, and I'll be able to get your comments or questions answered instantly. All right, so hit that super sticker and super comment as well. Let's go to our Cash App, $ BJ Matthews, whatever you want to give on your heart, man. Make sure you guys hit that Cash App. It's also in the chat box in the link. Make sure y'all hit that as well. And you know what I'm saying? We'll get all that information out, and you guys can continuously show your love for this great content. And you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the page. Get your membership badges that are available right now. Shout out to everybody who has their membership badges. We have some great stuff that we got going on. Some more interviews we have going on as well. Like I said, we've already had, Ryan Hollins recently pulled up to the podcast a couple weeks ago. Rob Parker pulled up last month. Our good friend Rob Parker. Shout out to my man, Mr. Rob Parker. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Steve Kerr was one of our bigger interviews, which happened about a month and a half ago. He will be back actually during the season. So make sure you guys do not want to miss out getting these interview badges, man. We got some more good things coming. Rick Barry was on the show a few weeks ago as well. So you guys do not want to miss that. Me and Rick have going in the near future. But of course, tonight is LA Clipper Talk. This is on Wednesday. Every Wednesday we have LA Clipper Talk at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. For the people who are new, what LA Clipper Talk is, all my Clipper fans that are in here, or supporters of the Clipper team, we have our day where we talk about nothing but Clipper stuff. So that's why we're bringing this info right now. We're bringing this show to y'all, man. One of the biggest audiences that we have is the Clipper audience. So definitely want to, continuously grow everything else, but we want to stay locked in with the Clippers because that's where home is, right? But let's get it popping. As you guys can see, the title reads, Devin Booker is not on Paul George's level, right? What you guys just saw was a complete domination from one player to another. In all aspects of the game, you guys saw Paul George completely destroy Devin Booker, no matter if it was in the post, no matter if he was driving to the basket, no matter if he was scoring and shooting, whatever the case may be. So I know some people just came in, so I'm going to play it one more time, and then we're going to get right into it because we have a lot of stuff to talk about. So y'all hit the like button once again, and we're going to play this little 2-minute clip one more time. All right.
What has he done before? I mean, he's only made the playoffs one time before.
No one in the league is scared of him either. That he can get hot and go off.
Devin Booker.
No, I'm
Y'all
asking.
stop. No one's afraid of Phoenix. We wanted them. No one's afraid of Phoenix. I talked to some teammates. I ain't gonna say who because I'm gonna say who. Forget it. I talked to Paul George last night. Man, Pat, ain't nobody scared of them.
He's more active, more athletic, more impact player. A second shot and a tip down already. Paul George. George off the dribble, drives, gets inside. Nice left-handed flip. George drives into traffic, pulls up, shot's good. And the Clippers move in the lead. Back-to-back buckets for Paul George. I think it'd be one person. Paul George gets the challenges in. Also brought in Cam Johnson, the Suns here. Final 4 minutes. Scooping out the back there. Over the top off the quickly erased the game. Playing so well. Morris on top. Bridges is on him. George, three. Oh, George. Oh, George with the answer. Best team in the Western Conference. Flashing here in the desert when the Clippers out in front 50 to 20. In the wrist, blocking the guys up there. Quick ball, rebounding, defending, knocking down shots. Oh, George knocks down the shutters all out there for Phoenix. Here comes George. He's got 25. He's defended by Booker. And the lead will go to 6.
Get aside from the Paul George, Devin Booker comparison.
Not even close.
Because I don't even think that's worth arguing about.
I can play that video over and over, but we're going to get right to the show. Let's go to the people in the comment section. Salute to my man, The Realist, for coming in, man. Salute to my man, Alan NG. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming in. Everybody hit the like button like my beautiful moderator Hope said. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe and channel button as y'all do. Shout out to my man, Thomas Talented. He said the freight business is about to pop. Your favorite white boys off till Monday morning. I'm hearing like G with string swim up. I don't even want to say all that shit, man. Oh, man, you crazy. But again, y'all hit that like button as y'all come in here, man. We have a great show for y'all tonight, man. We got Ken also. I hope he's still in the building. I hope he comes in. He says, I know you lying. We're going to get into all that right now, but feel free to come to the panel. But let's get into what really is going on. So if you guys have been, under a rock for the last 48 hours, there was an interview that Paul George had on his show called Podcast P. If you guys have not saw the podcast, go and check it out. One of the best podcasts, if not the best basketball podcast out there, where he has his NBA players as well as, people come in who talk about, basketball. Of course, it's the off season with people coming in and actually being able to get a chance to talk to, NBA players in their downtime, right? Paul George has one of the biggest podcasters out there. They got Draymond Green, you got Patrick Beverly, you got JJ Redick, you got I know a lot of good podcasters out there, but to me personally, you got Gilbert Arenas. This is probably the best podcast in my opinion, just because of the versatility, the type of guests that are on the show, this, that, and the other. And PG's had some great guests. Draymond Green. He's had Jaren Jackson. He had Tyrese Halliburton. But the guest of this show was no other than Mr. Klay Thompson, who one of the, premier shooters of all time, one of the best shooters of all time, 4-time championship, 4-time, player, one of the best two-way players at one time before the injury with the Achilles and the ACL of all time. Klay Thompson came on the show and he spoke about a certain player that y'all see on the screen, which is Devin Booker. Now, Devin Booker and Paul George. I'm gonna get to while I played the video, the whole soliloquy. If you guys have not got a chance to see it, but PG had his podcast where he mentioned Devin Booker, and it came on the midst of when Klay Thompson, did the whole rings thing to Devin Booker's face. You guys remember that game where actually Devin Booker and Klay Thompson had gotten into it, and Klay Thompson got ejected. Well, Paul George decided to ask, Klay Thompson, what is the best trash talking moment that you've had in the NBA? And he was able to put in Devin Booker's name in there. So we're gonna let Klay Thompson see what he had to say about Devin Booker. When PG asked that question. So we're gonna be back in like about 30 seconds. Here we go.
You low-key a trash talker.
Yeah.
What's the favorite bar you dropped on someone in the league? I know Book, you gave him the...
Yeah, I was in my feelings, though. That Book bust my that day. I was not where I needed to be. God. Stuff doesn't age well, and that didn't age well for me. Like, I don't need to be flexing 4 rings, bro. Like, everybody know that. That's on Wikipedia. My game wasn't where it was at, and we all get insecure at times. I may have to admit that we all have our moments of weakness. So I'm not really proud of that one. Because I see Devin Booker, and I should be like, man, I should be proud of this young man. Yeah. Like, the work he's put in, he survived a tough regime in Phoenix where everyone's getting traded. He's playing for a new coach every year, but now he's a franchise player because he just kept working. So I admire the guys who have work ethic like that,
Okay, so y'all hit the like button as y'all come in here. As y'all come here for the new people. That was Klay Thompson. We're talking about Devin Booker and responding to the question that Paul George had to him about the trash talking. So in a nutshell, Paul George asked if Devin Booker with the trash talking was at his best moment. And Klay Thompson, in a nutshell, pretty much said that it was one of his, weaker moments where he felt like Devin Booker was pretty much, destroying him, and he got in his feelings. And, the only thing he can really say in the trash talking moment was he had 4 rings, right? Y'all remember the game? Y'all don't remember it. Go back to last year's game in Phoenix where the Suns were just, hammering the Warriors. And I think it was pretty early on in the season as well. This one, they were saying Klay Thompson, possibly is, on the downhill. So, in that, Devin Booker had a comment to PG on Twitter where he said, Klay Thompson, you guys can see on the top of the screen, Klay Thompson, at Klay Thompson, that's Klay Thompson's Twitter handle or Instagram handle. He said, salute. Y'all see the little salute emoji, the little yellow emoji with the salute symbol. And then right below it says, is that the answer you was looking for? And that's to YG Tracy. That's, that's PG's, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? That's PG's Instagram, Paul George's Instagram. Now, when you read it, it's like, okay, Klay Thompson came and said he gave you props and he gave you recognition that you were actually, for non-person busting his ass. That's what you were doing to him. Right. So pretty much he was giving you praise. Right. So you would think Devin Booker would be, happy or for what that and would left it there. But he decided to go at PG and as if PG was trying to take a shot at him. All right. So Paul George responded to, I'm going to let y'all listen to what PG had to say to what that comment was. Because, Paul George was confused on why Devin Booker decided to make that comment when all he felt like he was doing was asking a question to, Klay Thompson being an interview. So I'm going to let y'all hear what PG had to say.
My thoughts on Booker's comments. I mean, he didn't really say nothing other than is that what you wanted to hear? I don't really care. That's Klay's answer. You know what I mean? That's Klay's answer. I asked the question, Klay gave his response. That's Klay's answer. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. Sorry ass response, but I don't know what that was supposed to mean.
Okay, so that was PG responding on Twitch. For anybody on here can tell me what Twitch is. I don't even get on Twitch like that. So apparently it's one of the newest, little things coming up about that's supposed to take over. So I never done really Twitch. I'm strictly on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and Facebook right now. I'm not even on all that other stuff. But Twitch, somebody could tell me what that is, put in the comment section. Appreciate it. And as y'all come in, man, hit the like button. Hit the like button as y'all come in here. But as y'all can read the quote and what y'all just heard, Paul George said, I asked a question. Clay gave his response. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. Sorry ass response. That was Paul George's response to what Devin Booker said on top. And y'all heard the little audio what PG said. As he was playing a game, like I guess Call of Duty or one of the things, and somebody asked him a question, somebody on the game, and PG said, like, hey, I don't know what dude was talking about, what his problem is, but I asked Klay Thompson to answer a question, and that was the response he gave me. All right, and that's what PG left it at. He said, sorry, ass response. After that, he actually put out something. He said, I said, I'm going to be on my bully shit next season. That's what PG said. As soon as that little, I guess, back and forth between him and Devin Booker went. That's why I named this I'm in bully mode, because that's what PG announced, going into next season. That's what he's going to be on next year. Right. So where does this beef come from between PG and Devin Booker? Why is it that Devin Booker and PG seem to have some type of a little bit of a beef? If you guys remember, there was a situation back in 2021 where PG and Devin Booker actually were going back and forth in a game in Phoenix. And I remember watching that game because the PG had like 33 points or something like that. He was destroying the Suns, as he always does. But nonetheless, there was a play where, Cam Thomas or Cameron Payne, y'all see it right beside Devin Booker, had fouled Paul George. They didn't call it. He blocked the shot. And Paul George got up and actually took offense to that. And he looked at Cameron Payne like, yo, what's up? What was that about? Devin Booker jumps in, protecting his teammate. As you can see, acting like, what's the problem? And then Paul George apparently gets upset at Devin Booker. So if you watch the play, you'll see and look like, PG was getting upset for no reason. But then as I found out more information, because I know PG, he's not the type to just get fired up like that out of nowhere. He's pretty a calm, cool dude. It turns out that Devin Booker does what he always does. He chirping, running his mouth a lot. Y'all know that, Devin Booker likes to talk. That's what he does. And I said, why is PG so upset? Why is he getting so angry? And, because Cameron Payne fouled him. PG usually, doesn't get upset like that. Well, Devin Booker and Chris Paul doing the trash talking they like to do, were chirping at Paul George at the entire game, saying little slick stuff. There was a report that Devin Booker called PG soft. Now, why do you call him soft? Y'all saw in the bubble in 2020, the year previously, where PG actually, saw in Game 7 against the Denver Nuggets, he actually fell apart. He expressed that he had, mental health issues. He's, being very transparent about that in the bubble. And this is one of the things that people get on PG about, being too transparent. He chose to, explain himself because, we're in an age right now that a lot of these players are coming out with saying, like, with whole mental health things, like DeMar DeRozan came out and talked about, his depression. Kyle Lowry came out and, said that, he struggled with, mental things, in the clutch. He had to decompress, go back into the locker room and during a playoff game. Right. So there's been other players who's talked about mental health, and you actually see people encouraging that behavior at a nonstop basis. You know what I mean? So PG does it in the bubble, and then all of a sudden you see a lot of players starting to take shots at this dude. It wasn't just Devin Booker, because I'm like, what is Devin Booker doing? Like, this dude didn't even make the playoff. This was before Chris Paul even came. Like, this was like the same year Chris Paul came. I'm sorry. He never been to the playoffs. I'm going to get to all, I'm going to expose all Devin Booker's laundry tonight. Suns fans are going to be mad at me when I'm done with Devin Booker, because he run his mouth too much. And I'm about to expose all that right now. But we're going to get back to the point. A lot of people were chirping after that performance in the bubble of Paul George. And it wasn't even star players. It was guys like Bruce Brown, who's a role player, who's a guy who can barely crack the starting lineup. Who, I think, did he come off the bench? He came off the bench this year, right? Yeah. Guys like him talking trash to Paul George when he has no business doing it. A guy who looks like he hasn't gotten a haircut in over 3 years. talking trash to a guy who's an 8-time All-Star and a borderline top 75 player. This is the cat that was talking trash that same year. There was a game in Brooklyn, or a game in the Clippers when he was on Brooklyn, Bruce Brown, where, you know, PG drove to the basket, got to the middle of the lane, and Bruce Brown tried to, you know what I'm saying, do some slick stuff, try to hit him in the elbow. And then PG, you know, brushed him off and, you know what I'm saying, actually pushed him back. And then Bruce Brown wants to, you know, try to be tough and, you know, try to cause some conflict. You know, this is all coming on the same thing. Steph Curry talking trash in the bubble, calling, you know, PG soft and all that stuff. I get this is role players. These are not even stars talking trash. Now I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna get on PG for that. Because for role players to be talking trash like this is an abomination. See, when you a hooper and you really know who you are, there's certain players that shouldn't even be talking to you. And yes, in this category, Devin Booker has no business talking to Paul George either. But I blame Paul George for that. This is why I'm going to get into why PG, what he needs to start be doing going into next season. And I was actually very hyped by what he said. I'm going to be on my bully shit next season. That's why I wanted to hear. And as y'all come in and hit that like button, please. Right? Where was I? Yeah. There is an instance that, you know, guys were just talking trash to PG because, again, he exposed his weakness by, you know, saying he had mental health issues in the bubble. A lot of people think that Paul George at times make excuses when he's really just being transparent. You know, and at times he does say a little bit too much. I will say that. But again, this is what happens when you are vulnerable. You got cats like, you know, like I just showed y'all, who barely can crack the starting lineup talking to a top 75 player like this. Right? Now, I'm all for trash talking. For me personally, I wasn't a trash talker. I didn't talk trash unless you talk trash to me. That's just my style. You know what I'm saying? If you talk to me, then I'm gonna talk back to you. If I won't come on the court talking trash to you. You know what I mean? That's just not some people get a edge off of that. I don't. I just go out there and play my game. Right? I don't need to talk trash. But if you're going to talk trash, at least be from somebody who actually has a little bit on their resume. Right? Now, speaking of resumes, we're going to go into Devin Booker's resume and Paul George's resume, because you got a lot of people out here, including the media, that's going to keep on trying to spew this nonsense that Devin Booker is a better player on the same level as Paul George. As y'all come in, hit the like button. It's going to be very good. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in here, man. Sit back, enjoy a drink. We got 30 people in here. There should be over 30 likes. Please hit that like button. We're gonna go into some history, y'all. History is my favorite subject because history doesn't lie. Right? It just exposes the truth. Now, the person who says it could be lying, but history is what it is. Right? So I asked the question in the chat. Let me check this real quick. I don't know if I can see it right now, but I asked the question in the chat. Make sure y'all vote. Who would y'all take between Paul George and Devin Booker? By the time this video is over, y'all gonna be understanding. The ones that pick Devin Booker is gonna be changing their pick very, very quickly. Unless you're a Suns fan, you just don't have, you know, any self-respect. Now, when I talk about history, right? First of all, who the fuck does Devin Booker think he is? And what I mean by that is let me go into some of the history. Now, this is the comparisons between Devin Booker and Paul George. You got a guy, 8 seasons to 13 seasons, right? You know, D-Book had, 8 to 13. Playoffs played, 10 playoffs played to Devin Booker's 3. 3 of those playoffs, the ones that he didn't play was because of injury. I'm talking about Paul George. His injury this year where he, hyperextended his knee. He in 2013 or 2014 when he actually broke his leg, he missed that whole entire season, so that counts as a year missed. And last year in 2022 when he got COVID. But when PG was available, he always made the playoffs. Devin Booker been in the league for 8 seasons. He only made three playoffs. Where the hell was he at the 5 previous seasons? Where was he at? Because he sure as hell wasn't in the postseason. Do y'all want to know what Devin Booker's records were in those first 5 seasons? Do y'all want to really know? Because I got the numbers. I keep the statistics. Right? So ignore the top ones. I think I did too many. He's the first 5 seasons, so it's the second, third, fourth, and fifth column, the fifth rows. Look at those records that Devin Booker led. The great Devin Booker led his first 5 seasons. 23 and 59, 24 and 58, 21 and 61, 19, 63, 34 and 39. Now, when you look at those records, right? Those are teams that are pretty much done by like a quarter of this, by the 75% of the season. They don't even have a chance in hell to making the playoffs. This is what Devin Booker was doing his first 5 seasons. Never even broke even. Never even had the same 41 and 41 record. Right? What was Devin Booker doing those first 5 seasons? Y'all see the records. Never even had a 30% record, y'all. 30% until the bubble season where there was so much stuff going on. This dude couldn't even get his team to be at 30% on the win column. This bum couldn't even get 30% wins. All he was a dude with a pretty jump shot and a nice haircut. That's all he was before it. Again, who the fuck does Devin Booker think he is? Let's continue. 3 All-Star games to Paul George's 8. Now, y'all understand what that means? That means that Paul George has had more All-Stars than Devin Booker's entire career. He has the same amount of All-Stars his entire career. Devin Booker, shut the hell up. Let's keep going. And y'all keep hitting the like button as y'all come in here. All NBA first teams. Now, Devin Booker and Paul George tie in that. Because why? Because of recency bias, which I'm going to get into the reason he got a first All NBA team vote, I believe, this season. Right? This was probably his best season as far as season and playoffs. I mean, even probably better than the one in the finals he went 2 years ago. But then let's keep going. All NBA teams 1-6. All defensive teams, first teams 0-2. All defensive teams altogether 0-4. Steals leaders 0-1. So what I see is a dude who is a one-way player who can't play defense at the elite level. And I'm looking at a guy, Paul George, who does both ways of the ball, as we all know, one of the premier elite players on both sides of the ball, right? I see a guy who's consistently each year when he's actually playing, one of the top players in the league. Because people like to use this excuse. Well, Devin Booker, you can't count the earlier years of BJ. He only's been in the league for 8 seasons. You can't hold that against him. Okay, so you're telling me because he had a bad record, he couldn't make an all NBA team? Look at Shea SGA. This year, the Thunder didn't make the playoffs this year. He made an All NBA first team. It's not based off of your team records, it's based on your individual play. So either those records that I just showed y'all right here, either one or two things, and they're both bad. Either you had a bad team and you were the leader of that team, so you pretty much aren't as good as you are portrayed or publicized to be, or you were on a bad team and you weren't the star player and you were actually riding the coattails of somebody else. So that means you still wasn't good enough to even be the best player on a bad team. So either way, it's a bad deal either way. While you're talking about Devin Booker as far as being quote unquote the guy now. Again, I don't know where's all this praise coming from a guy like Patrick Beverley said, who just had one great playoff run. Other than the finals, where he actually played and I'm gonna get into this too. Every team in 2021 he got to the finals was hurt. Every single team. Every team. The Lakers missing Anthony Davis. The Nuggets missing Jamal Murray. The Clippers missing Kawhi Leonard. And when they finally actually face a real team, when it's actually had all their horses, they get exposed. Giannis Antetokounmpo took these clowns out in 6 games, won 4 straight games in a row. You never heard from him again. Then the next year, okay, fine. You got to the finals. You're supposed to build off of that. You won 60-something games. You know what I'm saying? You're the number 1 seed, all that good stuff. The Phoenix is coming in, all this confidence. What happens? That's what happened. These sorry-ass Suns got beat by a record margin on their home court by 40 points. And led by yours truly, Devin Booker. You like that? Do you like that? Because I know somebody that was laughing about that. See, Patrick Beverley pretty much told y'all what Devin Booker is. He was basically built up to be the next guy. He was built up. Right? A lot of it had to do with the whole Kobe Bryant comparison, which Kobe didn't compare himself to Devin. He never said nothing about Devin Booker until people said something about him. Kobe never mentioned Devin Booker's name. His mentor, he was a mentee. His mentee was Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, even Paul George to an extent. He never even mentioned Devin Booker. Never. It was Stephen A. Smith in that weak ass take that he said that Devin Booker was the next Kobe Bryant. Then he gets exposed in the playoffs year after year after year, which made Stephen A. Smith go back on TV again, have to take that back and say, well, he's not the player that we thought he was. You think? Here's the truth. Here's the truth. Hit the like button. Here's the truth. Devin Booker, the only reason that he even had any success is because of the man right here next to him. That's the truth. The first 5 seasons, Devin Booker by himself didn't do shit. He couldn't even he couldn't even get to the desk. His bum ass couldn't even get to the table. It wasn't until Chris Paul came to the scene where he actually put somewhat of a dog in Devin Booker, because Devin Booker, y'all know, complains about double teams and, we want to work on our game and all that. It wasn't until Chris Paul came to the scene and actually straightened all that out, because everywhere Chris Paul goes, yes, now he's somebody that's been a choker, but everywhere he goes, he elevates his teams. The Rockets, the Clippers, the OKC Thunder was a 5th seed with a bunch of young guys, with Dennis Schroeder being the starting guard next to Chris Paul. And then he goes to the Suns and helps them get to a number 1. Bro, the truth is that Chris Paul has elevated Devin Booker to being what he is. And not only that, I think Chris Paul put the mental side of Devin Booker at a higher level. Because again, Devin Booker was not talking this amount of trash until he got Chris Paul and he actually got some success. See, I'm pulling out the curtains tonight, because for whatever reason, Devin Booker has something against Paul George. For you to go at this dude because he asked a question on his own show, and you want to sit up there and say, "Well, have you was that the answer you're looking for?" Nigga, nobody was even mentioned. Nobody was even trying to think about you. I don't think Paul George even looks at you as an equal, bro. You made it seem like PG was thinking about, bro. PG doesn't even think of you as an equal. He destroys you and the whole damn team every time he plays you. And not once, and there's nobody on your team that could do anything with him. Not Jay Crowder, not Mikal Bridges, damn sure not you, not Chris Paul. Your whole team gets destroyed by this dude every time you play him. When they matched up in the playoffs, Paul George was the best player in that series. On both ends. See, and this is another thing, Klay Thompson. See, what Devin Booker did to Klay Thompson, you know what I'm saying, when he had his little, day, and he actually was able to, give, Devin Booker problems while giving Klay Thompson problems. You can't do that to him. You can't do that to PG. because PG can actually handle the rock. He crossed your ass damn near 3 times in the video, in that same video I just played. And every time, even if you stick with him, he's still too big for you. He bodies you. He's 4 inches taller than you. His first step is as quick as yours. He can shoot over you. Bro, there's nothing that you're doing to disrupt his flow. He's not even going full, bruh. See, in basketball, we call that a mismatch. And usually when you have a person who gives you a mismatch, you don't really say nothing to him. You don't really, you don't really talk trash. You're not, the title I put that Devin Booker is not on Paul George's level is appropriate. It's appropriate because, again, you can't tell a dude that hasn't beaten a full team, and I don't think people are paying attention to this. The Suns have not beaten anybody at full strength since Devin Booker been there. Can somebody please tell me the team that the Suns beat that Devin Booker's been there? Please, somebody in the comment section. Let me look in the comment section. Let me look in the comment section real quick. Who was the team that Devin Booker beat? Shout out to my man Thomas Talented. $20 donation said how Booker got blew out at home by Luka in Game 7 and then got gentleman's. Exactly. That was one of the most embarrassing losses of all time. That I have never seen an ass whipping that bad. And what made it worse, Thomas, remember, don't forget, what made it worse was that the dude was on his home court. And he was doing all that chirping and talking too. And Luka said what? In Game 5, y'all remember that line Luka said to Devin Booker? He said, everybody talks tough when they up. Everybody talks tough when they up. Right? That's what he said. Again, can somebody please put the team that the Suns beat at full strength in the playoffs, please? I know I got some Suns fans in here. Can somebody please give me the team? Because I can't think of the team. I can't. Devin Booker, dude. Paul George needs to put an end to this next year. I'm not even kidding. Like, PG needs to put an end to this next year. Because this is getting ridiculous. I want Paul George every time he touches the rock to go at Devin Booker. Every time he touches the rock, I want him to destroy Devin Booker. I want him to look like he just had a man. I want him to look just like this at the end of the series. That's how I want him to look. Every time, PG, you touch that ball, you call for Devin Booker's number. You say, I got number 1 on the ISO, on the island. You call him out to the top of the key because you damn sure can't guard him. I want Devin Booker to have to deal with Paul George every single time. Every time he sees him throughout the regular season, the playoffs, it's personal. Every time. I want you talking shit to Devin Booker the whole damn time. You too small. You can't guard me. You weak. You soft. Nigga, you cannot deal with me. You're not on my level. That's what I want to see at the end of that series. I want to see domination. I want to see that. I want to see that dog in PG. I want to see that. I want to see the PG that. I want to see the Paul George that's arrogant. Listen, PG, listen to me. Bro, I know you a cool cat. I know that you're a cool dude. I know that you don't talk trash. I know you know, easy going. But PG, I am giving you my full support to be arrogant as hell to that dude when you guys see him. Because every time I've been watching Paul George and Devin Booker face off the last 3 years, every time that this nigga plays against the Suns, he destroys their whole team. So you would think if a dude's killing you on the side of the ball and destroying you on both ends, and it's not just the offensive side, he's in your shit on the defensive side. Devin Booker struggling trying to get past Paul George. Look at Paul George just being casual with it. He got too much lane, too much size for Devin Booker. But yet and still, you see this dude still talking, running his mouth. Because again, Paul George, they think he's weak. And that's the problem I have. Now it's time for Paul George to start chirping back and start talking cash shit to Devin Booker. Because I guarantee you, the way you deal with a trash talker is to talk trash to them. And if you can't do nothing with them and they calling you out and you saying like, you can't, like if PG starts saying that throughout the entire game, I guarantee you Devin Booker's going to shut his mouth. The reason why Devin Booker keeps talking is because Paul George doesn't say nothing to him. But yet he's still killing him on the court. For all you niggas that keep saying Paul George is this, that, and the other, he still will drop 30, 35 points on your team and you can't do a damn thing about it. So for all that soft shit, comments and the bubble, all that stuff, bro, like he avenged himself in 2021. But nobody wants to, bring that up. Again, it's not a PG thing. I don't like players who are not on a person's level running their mouth. And Devin Booker is the person, he's another Ja Morant to me. Always talking shit. Ain't done a damn thing. But the difference is that D-Book gets promoted as if he's on that level, and he's not. He's not a top 10 player, right? And I did say he's not a top 10 player. If you want to put him top 10, he's right at the edge. So I'm gonna say this again. It's time for PG to put an end to this once and for all. And I'm not talking about just being out there just playing, bro. I mean, you just going out there. I want you to be a jackass and just talk all your shit to Devin Booker the whole time. You tell Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, Terrence, man, all them niggas, I got number one on the defensive end. He ain't scoring tonight. He ain't doing shit. No switches, no, I ain't switching nothing. Don't call me to switch. I'm on him the whole night. You ain't got your big brother there. You ain't got Chris Paul there no more. Let's see how much you do when you by yourself. Kawhi handle Kevin Durant. Westbrook, you got Bradley Beal. I got light skin, damn near white, light bright, damn near white boy. That's who I got. And I'm telling you, I want PG to make this nigga look just like this the entire, because you already saw what Patrick Beverley did to him. See, this is the part I'm gonna let y'all in after this. Patrick Beverley already pulled Devin Booker's card already. See, Devin Booker's the one always calling people soft, but this dude, when he has to, he really don't want that smoke when it really comes to that time. That's why it was confusing to me why he's doing all this trash talking. I just want to see. I want to see. This will be the most. I want to see a sweep this season. That would be the most satisfying thing ever. I just want to sweep. So I know that was a long-winded, but I had to put all that out there. I'm gonna let y'all come in, man. We're gonna play a 2-minute video, and then we'll be back on. I'm gonna let y'all drop the link. I know I got some people here who want to, come in here and talk. So I'm gonna let y'all in. We'll be back in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. All right. All right, man. So make sure y'all come in here, hit the like button as y'all come in here. Make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, hit the share, hit the subscribe, hit our Cash App, which is $ BJ Matthews, for all this great content that we drop. If you guys like what y'all hear, please hit that Cash App, which is also in the link, the chat box as well. Hit that link that you guys can also check it out. We have another super chat by Dre guys. Said, remember, BJ, there was a fear factor that Booker instills in his opponents. Every time he goes off, PG was shook the time he confronted him. I don't know if you heard what Patrick Beverly said, but he said no one fears the Suns or Devin Booker. Like, and there was no time he was. When did he shake PG? All I saw was PG shaking Devin Booker every time he tried to guard him. That's all I saw. But nonetheless, I got my guy Thomas Talented and my man Bruce. Let's go with my man Thomas Talented. What good, bro?
What's happening there? We all to Monday. It's motherfucking cook the book season tonight, though. We finna fry up the kid. Hey, I'm glad somebody put that shit in the chat, bro. Shout them out. Post the chat up there, BJ. They said the Suns was looking weak and terrible early in the season when Booker was having to run the shit by himself. Put that chat up there.
Which one? Who put who said that?
You'll see it in there while I finish frying up this fucking Booker dude. Go ahead and hunt that chat down real quick.
Okay, I got you. Go ahead.
All right, so let's get back to the first 5 seasons. Paul George was in 2 Game 7s with a dude named Danny Granger who couldn't even play, stay hurt. The dude named Roy Hibbert who got locked up by Chris Bosh at center position for 7 points per game. That's his 2 running mates. This man's in the Eastern Conference Final. That's what Paul George doing his first 5 years in the league. But wait a minute, you put up Booker first 5 years in the league. My motherfucking grandmother could have put up a better record than what you was putting up by Booker on the screen. Hey man, you damn near ended with Devin Booker's career tonight. And if you didn't end it, guess who did? If you didn't end it, guess who did? That fucking slow ass fat white out of shape Luka Doncic.
Hold on.
That fat ass white Luka Doncic goes into Phoenix, Game 7 after Booker already ran his mouth, goes into his house and annihilates this dude. Then when he gets done annihilating him, he goes out and misses the play-in. That's who you lost to? You lost to the Anthony Davis dude who quits on his team and they got to shut the season down because you can't even make the fucking play-in, the playoffs? They got to shut the season down? That's who you lost to? On your own home court. Then, this my same dude y'all call Paul George, that he ain't no good. The same Paul George was frying y'all's motherfucking asses. And he did it without Serge Ibaka, he did it without Zubac, and he did it without Kawhi Leonard, and y'all had no answer for it. The only answer was he had a bad game. What was it, Game 6, Game 7? That was the only damn hope. Because he was frying y'all's ass. And y'all had the advantage. Y'all had 3 All-Stars. You had a younger Chris Paul than he is now. You had Devin Booker and you had Ayton hitting the All-Star level. Hey, y'all went 6 games, and then you get into damn NBA Finals. You get gentleman swept again. But wait a minute, gentleman swept. That rings a bell, BJ. Motherfucker just got gentleman swept again this year with the all-world Kevin Durant. So you had 2 other All-Stars again, Kevin Durant and Ayton. You got gentlemen swept with 2 All-Stars. One's a Hall of Famer, top 70. But actually, both of them are top 75. Chris Paul need to be up there. You got KD, and you getting gentlemen swept, my dog. Now you ain't even competing. You getting blown out the building, and you lucky. But guess what? You can't be so lucky. Cause guess what? Paul George and Kawhi ain't gonna be hurt every motherfucking year, dog. You can keep wishing and praying all that you want to. You go ahead. Wish evil on somebody else, because that's all you doing, saying, oh, they're gonna be hurt again. That's all you doing. But see, don't nobody else know nobody else's dirt in real life, so we can't say, oh, well, y'all just gonna let y'all family down again, because y'all gonna be without a job for 4 months like your broke ass was last year.
Man,
but we can't say that because we don't know y'all.
Man.
We don't
Shut
know
that
y'all, so we
dumb
can't
shit
say that.
up, man.
We don't know that, so we can't say that. But what we can say is, y'all trash ass motherfuckers getting gentlemen swept left and right. While Paul George is going to Eastern and Western Conference Finals his whole
Paul
damn life.
George ain't done shit but been to two conference
He
finals.
been to the Western
Three
Conference Final
conference
on your
finals.
fucking
He
head.
wasn't
That's
the
what he
best
did.
player.
He went to the West Conference Final on your head. On your
He
head,
wasn't in
Herm.
he wasn't
He went to the
the
West
best
Conference
player
Final
in two
on
of
your
them
head,
motherfuckers. What the
Herm.
hell you talking
Hold
He
on,
about?
went to the West
let me
Conference
go to
Final on your head, Herm.
He
hold
wasn't
on, let
even
me
the
go to
best player, nigga.
let me go to Bruce.
He was the best player in the series. Went to the West Conference Final.
Hold
On
on,
your
let me go.
head.
Man, shit, Ward. He wasn't even the
Let
best
me
player
go
in
to
He
Indiana,
went to
nigga.
the Western Conference Final. Ain't nothing you do about it.
hold on, let me go to Bruce real quick, y'all. Bruce, what's good, man? I'm gonna go back to you, Thomas, and y'all go back. What's good, Bruce?
Oh man, you guys could not wait to fight this. I already know I was gonna fight. Hey, BJ, salute. Hello, everybody.
Salute,
Hope
Bruce.
you
Salute,
guys are
Bruce.
good.
Salute, Bruce.
What's good, bro? Make sure you bring your broom out here for the gentleman suite.
Um,
Man, tell the truth, Bruce.
I think this is like two girls fighting, man. I'm sorry. This is like two girls fighting. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Why did PG has to answer? If you're great at something, you don't respect the guy, just don't answer the guy. The guy is looking for your attention. Why are you answering the dude?
Hey, Bruce, didn't somebody ask him a question though? Wasn't he playing his
No
game online
comment.
on his own headset? And
Shut this
somebody
shit
asked him a
up,
question.
man. Shut this
Yo,
shit
what's
up,
good,
Did
man.
somebody
Herm?
ask him a
Shut up.
question? Shut your bitch ass up, Herm.
Shut up. Let
Did
Bruce
somebody
talk.
ask him a
Shut up.
question?
Yo,
Let
what's
Bruce
good,
talk.
Herm?
Shut up.
Shut your
Okay.
bitch
Shut
ass
up.
up,
Can I
Herm.
finish? Can I
Loud
finish?
Salute,
ass.
Shut
Herm.
up.
Okay, you guys can fight.
Salute.
Let
Thomas
me
a
let,
capping ass nigga.
Yo,
let me
Thomas,
finish.
why you capping on this shit, nigga?
Why is the truth out here?
Why you capping, nigga?
Why is the truth out here? What
Tell the
happened
truth,
to the
nigga.
gentleman
Stop.
swept?
Can I
What
finish my
happened to the
capping?
gentleman swept,
Can I
cuz?
finish my capping? Can I finish my capping? Thank
Yeah,
you.
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right.
Damn, BJ, why you muting me, bro?
Can I finish my capping, please? You guys can take the microphone after. Uh, I PG, I listened to the podcast, and PG give props to Devin Booker on the podcast. So I don't know what Devin Booker was thinking, saying that. And PG, why does he have to say all the time, "I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that"? Just go and play. Why you say, "Oh, you're gonna be dominating" or whatever? Man, I'm sick of Paul George doing this. Just go and show that in the court. Stop talking to Devin Booker, man. That's what he wants. He wants attention. Though, so that's all I got to say. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, fight.
Hold on. Cass is, and then I'm gonna let Herm, then Ken. So Cass, what's good, bro?
Now you know what? I'll hold on. Herm, I want you to talk your shit tonight. I want to hear what you actually have to say. Go ahead.
First of all, shout out to everybody on the panel. Even shout out to Thomas capping the ass. You know, Thomas, that was entertaining what you did, but
What's
but
good,
I
Herm?
actually it
Man,
was good, man.
bring your dustpan so the gentleman can put this
Hey,
dust
but
up in your
nah,
dustpan.
but I gotta tell the truth. First of all, Devin Booker didn't get gentleman swept. They was up
Yes, he did.
2-0, and the Bucks won 4 straight, and that because of coaching though. Obviously, that series came down to coaching, and hell, Bud made the simple adjustment of sitting Brook Lopez ass down, and Monty Williams didn't counter, so that was in that series. But outside of that, end of the day, Paul George, you talk about his Indiana career. You probably can name 1.5 seasons that Paul George probably was the best player in Indiana. And then in the conference finals, one of those conference finals that the Pacers was in, Roy Hibbert was actually the best player in that series, averaging 20 points, and Paul George averaging 18 points. Roy Hibbert was actually the best player. Then they averaged a double-double that whole series against Miami. So Paul George wasn't that good in Indiana until this last couple of seasons in Indiana. That's for one. That's when he started becoming a star. Not a superstar, just a star. Then you look at his whole career, whether it was OKC. He wasn't the best player on Oklahoma City. That was Russ team by far. Paul George getting his ass killed in those series, whether it's Dame Lillard, whether it's anybody else that was killing him. So, at the end of the day, Paul George's best season, really, to me in the NBA was 2021. And you seen what happened with that. That just was too much for him, and he couldn't get it done. Even though he fought valiantly, to me, that was his best season. With Devin Booker, he's young. Came into a shit show situation in Phoenix in which they moved on for the Steve Nash era, and they did a total rebuild. So he didn't come into a situation like Paul George did. Paul George came into a team in Indiana, but Danny Granger was still the leader. And the Indiana Pacers was a solid, decent team because you had guys like Al Harrington, and you could go so forth and so forth. You know the history of the game. Is really Paul George really had a mediocre career. Devin Booker already accomplished more than what Paul George did his whole career. Already damn near accomplished more already as a young player in this league. Devin Booker's a more polished shooter. He's more efficient from the field than Paul George. Hell, he's even now. I ain't talking about for us all time. He actually is he's actually just a better basketball player straight up and down than Paul George. And the numbers will show. All you gotta do is just look at the numbers, compare the parallels, and you can clearly see that Devin Booker actually is the better basketball player. And will be probably over Paul George all time. Paul George, man, as talented as he is, he's just been a mediocre player. You don't know which player you're gonna get. And BJ, I don't know why you want expecting all these expectations from Paul George. He ain't built like that. He ain't no assassin. He ain't no killer. He ain't no guy that you can rely on to say, man, he gonna eat a nigga lunch. You never seen Paul George eat a player lunch in his career. For 2021, outside of that, who he ate, who has he embarrassed and punked out? We ain't never seen Paul George do that. So you shouldn't expect that shit. And really, the Utah series really came down to Pat Bev and Terrence Mann doing that. So Paul George really didn't do shit, but just scored the ball. He ain't took nobody lunch then, and then Donovan Mitchell was hurt 100%. So really, in his whole career, who Paul George really embarrassed that you could say that he really just dominated, that he took his heart away? Paul George never snatched nobody's heart. Don't expect that shit now. Devin Booker would snatch his heart before Paul George would snatch his. Cause Paul George, you want to talk about definition of soft? That nigga is soft. That nigga Paul George is soft. That's his heart away. And then all he can say, well, that was a bad shot. Nigga, please, you a hoe. And then the shit that he said on his podcast so far, well, if I'm not myself, well, I'm going to get on the court if I'm not myself. You expect the nigga that say shit like that to snatch Devin Booker's heart? Nigga, please, we seen Devin Booker play with broken noses, had to play with the mask on, playing with blood. Devin Booker played through that. Paul George, and guess what he would have done? Sat his ass down. He probably would have said, man, I'm not breathing right. And Paul George actually had a breather problem. So guess what he did? Sat his ass down. Man, Paul George ain't built like that, man. You shouldn't expect that shit. Great talented player. Got the talent. But the nigga ain't got no heart. He ain't built like that. Stop trying to expect that nigga to be done in his whole damn career. I seen Devin Booker take nigga heart. He took the Clippers hard in that first round. He took the Clippers hard, especially after he realized Kawhi ass wasn't playing no more. Terrence Mann couldn't stop a goddamn thing out there. He couldn't even stop him. Y'all got faith in Terrence Mann. Y'all should have traded his ass. Man, look, at the end of the day, that motherfucker ain't built like that, man. Shut the fuck up and play ball like Bruce said.
All right. Let me go. Cash, you want to respond? Hey, as y'all come in, hit the like button, man. Y'all come and hit that like button, man. Cash, you want to respond? Or you want to let Ken go and Kirkland?
Herm, you ever heard Dwayne Wade talk about who killed him in a series?
Fuck D Wade. Fuck D Wade. I don't listen to no phone boy.
Herm,
I don't listen to no punk. I don't listen to no punk. Fuck
Damn,
him.
you don't need to listen to Booker and LeBron here. They both punk. Next topic.
Yeah. Cash, go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck out
Dwayne Wade came out and said himself he couldn't do nothing with PG in that Indiana and Miami Heat series. And this is PG when he's coming into form with Danny Granger and all them still there.
PG was liking both of them boys.
Danny Granger was hurt. Danny Granger was hurt.
Yeah, and PG took over her.
Danny Granger was hurt, and they went 7 games without him. And Roy Hibbert only averaged 16 points in both of the series. Paul George averaged 23. Next topic.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say too. Cass, go ahead. Go my bad.
Yeah, I ain't the one to play with.
And then, I don't know. Listen, you hit the nail right on the head, BJ, with Devin Booker with the pretty jump. Well, I won't even say pretty. His jump shot, to me, is perfect. If I'm teaching a young boy how to shoot, and he's like, "Yo, who could I watch? Who could I emulate in the NBA?" Who I would say Devin Booker, like at least top 3 best looking jump shots, or at least textbook. But Luka hit the nail on the head as far as his whole character goes. Everybody's tough when they up. When he's like, just like they played the Clippers last year and he's taking jump shots and he's posing all that, I ain't see none of that against Denver. Every time they play a healthy team, Devin Booker disappears. Game 7, by halftime,
What did Paul George do against Denver? What did Paul George do against Denver? Got his ass killed. So don't bring up Denver. And you know what the Clippers did again? Blew a 3-1 lead, and he was nowhere to be found. Next.
I can't say nothing about that. I'm talking about Devin Booker right now. I'll get to Paul George. But Devin Booker
better than Paul George already.
I don't know who told you that, but don't listen to them.
Hey, BJ, while you putting up that 70-31, put up a 3-1 lead and put up 4-3 what Denver did to the Clippers, and with Paul George ass being the sad nigga that he was in those final 3 games. Yeah, put that up.
Hold on, I'm gonna get to all that, Perm. I'm gonna let y'all keep going. Go ahead, Kiss.
I watched that man go at halftime. The man shot 4 of 12. For the end of the game, the man finished shooting 4 of 13. In the second half, you took 1 shot and set down the rest of the game. So I'm gonna say, yeah, PG has a lot of times where I've seen he was soft and I was disappointed. But don't look at Devin Booker like he's any different. Matter of fact, I think he's worse because the only time he actually showed he tried to play like he tough is when he got people around him. For the most part, when PG was in Indiana, he was the guy. Devin Booker has never been the guy that led them anywhere. He had Chris Paul, he had Mikal Bridges, he had Cam, he had Ayton, all these people around him. And he's folded. So, come on with all that, man.
Man, PG shit water. Fuck him. Man, I stand on that. He ain't about that. He ain't about shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Damn,
y'all BJ, you can come up with them wit sandwiches, nigga. You know the motherfuckers were thinking about trading PG because the Clipper land don't even trust him.
I have a question.
So you know you out of line for boosting his ass up. You out of line for that. You out of line.
I don't have to boost him up, bro.
Herm, why do you hate PG so much, man?
I don't hate PG. He just ain't that nigga. He ain't like that. That's the end of the day. He ain't like that. PG ain't like that.
Look, hold on. Let me go to Ken.
He's a pretty boy. That's all he is. A pretty boy.
Let me go to Ken. What's up, Ken? Ken.
It was good, bro.
What's good, bro?
What's good, bro? Listen, bro.
Devin Booker defense.
Nah. Let me dive into this shit real quick, bro. Listen, bro. To the guy who said that Devin Booker never led his team, that's cap, bro. You lied right there, bro. Because Devin Booker led in 2021. He led the Suns to the finals, bro. He was the best player on the championship caliber team, bro. So you saying that Devin Booker never led his team? That's not true. You lied, bro. Chris Paul was the second.
The leader. Next time.
No, all right. Chris Paul was the leader.
Hold on. You guys, we gotta stop doing that, y'all. We gotta let everybody talk, and then y'all can go at it. You know what I'm saying? After everybody talk, go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, like I was saying, bro. Chris Paul was the leader, but he wasn't the best player. Devin Booker was the best player. So just like Paul George in Indiana, Paul George was the best player. He didn't get his team over the hump. He didn't get his team to the finals. Yes, he didn't have a superstar, bro. Yes, he didn't have a great second option to match up with D Wade and Braun. But listen, bro, outside of fucking Indiana, Paul George been sweet, bro. He been first round exit. He been second round exit. He has meltdowns in playoff series. He's shooting 6 for 21, 6 for 30, 7 for 31. Like that shit is disgraceful, bro. Like Damian Lillard sent this nigga bye. He literally waved his hand at this nigga, bro. And then in the press conference, nigga talking about, oh, that's a bad shot, bro. That's a bad shot, man. That was a horrible shot he took. Man, if you don't stop crying, nigga, man up, D up, play better, nigga. Shoot better from the field, nigga. Do something else, nigga. But score and
So
try to be fancy and pretty and shit. That nigga is a pretty boy who his game look so pretty, man. And I miss the OPG
we
because
talking about pretty
OPG was
boy.
a dog, bro. He wasn't scared of nothing. This PG now always complaining, making excuses. Always talking about how he play off P. He gonna cook niggas. He on his bully season, bro. Just play, bro. Stop talking about this shit. Just play, man. And Devin Booker been cooking you the last two playoff series. Yeah, y'all played them, bro. Let's be honest, bro. The Phoenix Suns beat Clippers every time they see them, bro, in the playoffs, bro. They're 2-0 against the Clippers, bro, in the playoffs, bro. So I don't want to hear nothing about Paul George. He talking about how Devin Booker be talking shit. I mean, he back his shit talking up. Paul George, you talk shit, but you don't back it up, bro.
Hey,
Like you don't keep the same energy for Devin Booker that we've seen with other players like Dame. Where was his energy for Jamal Murray in the bubble when he walked you down for 3 games straight? Where was his energy? Why you didn't guard him? Why you didn't go at him? Like, where was his energy, bro? Why you didn't talk shit to him when he was cooking you, walking you down, bro? Cooking you and Kawhi, bro. It wasn't just you too. Your man's Kawhi was getting cooked too, but you was
hey, Ken, your Devin
I ain't
Booker.
gonna lie, PG elevate all the stars in the league because he on every
Hey,
poster getting dropped off of game winners. Every
um,
goddamn year they drop a PG off a game winner. Niggas know, oh, PG on me. I finna end the game. I finna end the
um,
game now. I got PG
um,
on me. Game over.
Ken, your Devin Booker statement is full of holes, bro. You're talking about pretty boy. Who's doing the pretty boy? Devin Booker or PG? You're talking about how Dim Lillard is doing bye bye. There's a meme of Luca looking at Devin Booker. What are you talking about? You're talking about the PG shooting
Hey,
percentage.
don't
Where
bring
is
up
Devin
Luca.
Booker?
Don't bring up Luca.
Where
Don't
where
bring up
is
Luca.
where is
Don't bring
Devin
him up,
Booker?
Bruce.
Let me
Look,
finish.
Luca clowned that man in his own
Let
fucking
me
building.
finish. Let me finish. So
Luca
we're
was
talking about
killing PG off of Luca. Don't start that. Do
Hold
not
on, hold
start
on.
that.
PG sent Luca home. Next topic.
PG ain't
you,
sent shit home.
you're talking
PG
about
The
sent Luca
Clippers
home
Phoenix.
sunk on
twice, back to
Terrence
back
Mann
We're
season.
sunk
Next
talking
money.
topic.
about Phoenix.
And it wasn't
We're
no
talking about
goddamn
Phoenix.
Paul George.
We're talking about Phoenix beating the Clippers. Okay, are the Clippers always healthy when the Phoenix meet them? They
Thank you,
always hurt.
Bruce. They
Who
love
fault? Who
to
Man,
put
fault is
that's
strings
that?
out
that's
their
all
line.
Who fault
nonsense,
is that,
bro.
Bruce? Who
That's
fault is
all
that, Bruce?
nonsense. You don't even got to ask that. We already know the truth,
I
man.
don't
We
even
ain't even
understand
got
why
to.
Who
that's
fault
even
is
a
that,
topic.
Bruce?
That's not even that. We don't even need to
They
ask
Who
talking
that
about
fault is
shit
question.
that
that?
don't even happen. Cause
We don't need to
Who
ask that
fault is
question.
that?
Let's go to Kirk. Let's go to Kirk. What's good, bro?
What's going on, BJ? What's going on, y'all?
Go ahead, man.
good.
What's going on? I see we talking about Paul George and Devin Booker. Uh, obvious. I mean, to me, I hear what Herb's saying. I heard what that dude said when he got off. I hear what y'all saying. You can point out Paul George. He's mentally weak at moments. Blah blah blah. And Devin Booker, yes, he's mentally stronger than Paul George. I give you that. That's probably the only thing he's better than PG at. That is the only. And probably shooting. But Devin Booker is not a better playmaker. He's not a better rebounder. He's not a better defender than PG, and that's just facts. I don't know why everyone keeps saying Devin Booker. Not everyone, but Herb and what's his name and whoever
Now,
thinks
playmaking
Devin.
ain't bad even. Look
Nah,
at the numbers.
it's not.
Get the
Look,
numbers.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. It's not even about the numbers. You can just watch the
Before
game.
Kevin Durant came last year and before Devin Booker got hurt, the
I,
Phoenix Suns was at the top of
I,
the
I
West
feel you,
now.
bro,
You
but I
keep
feel you,
forgetting
but
about that. You
I
forget
feel
about
you, bro.
that.
But look, he's not a better playmaker. He's not a better rebounder. He's not a better defender. The only thing that Devin Booker is better at is shooting. That's the only thing that Devin Booker is better at PG. And I kind of agree with y'all. Paul George, he does talk a lot. We want to see Paul George put in work. We want to see Paul George on the floor. I do. I want to see Paul George on the floor. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him talk all the time. But Devin Booker, come on, bro. I'm taking Paul George over Devin Booker every time. And the thing about Devin Booker is he's not a
Paul George
superstar.
some shit.
Devin Booker is a is a great weapon. That's all he is. He's a great weapon. He is a
I'm
great
sorry.
weapon. And the only thing that he's
All I
Devin. I
gotta
mean,
do
Devin
is I
Booker.
get Paul George out the way.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
Why is Devin Booker mentally stronger than PG? I don't remember.
When Chris Paul is out, Booker can't even get out of round, bro.
I don't
He ain't mentally
remember.
strong at all.
I
I
just
don't
think
remember. I
I
don't
just think
Yeah,
remember.
he's a
BJ,
little bit
let
more.
Kobe Jordan on because
Wait,
he
I
gonna
just
tell
let
the
me
truth
let
about
me finish.
Paul
hold on. Let me
One
George.
thing,
finish real
quick.
quick.
He gonna tell the truth.
Okay,
I
go
mean, I
ahead.
just
Kobe don't
think
want no smoke. I'll blast his ass too.
he's a little bit more mentally stronger than PG. I mean,
When, when, when,
that's just me looking at the game in general. I just think he is just a tad bit. I'm not saying he's like a total like he's totally mentally stronger, but I'm just saying like I don't even Devin Booker being more mentally stronger than PG. I'm taking PG every time over Devin Booker because Paul George does way more on the floor than Devin
Why?
Booker.
Why
He
you want to take a
controls the game.
loser?
when
Why
did
you
Paul
want to take a
George look at
loser?
the referees?
Why you want to take a loser?
When did Paul George
Take a
look
loser,
at
they
the
both
referees?
lose.
Nah, but these one been to the finals.
When did Paul George look at the
He's
referees when a mascot
Yeah, nigga.
was teasing him? When did Paul George look at the referees when he was playing hard defense on him? When the hard defense is playing him?
Yeah, but
I don't.
everyone looks at the refs though. I understand what you're saying though, but I've seen moments from Paul George was like, okay, like you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying like Devin Booker is like 10 times mentally stronger than Paul George, but you can tell that he's a little bit more mentally stronger. I'm just a,
He's
I don't think that's
he's
hard to
mentally
tell.
stronger
But
because he has
even
to be
that,
free.
I mean, I understand what you, I mean. No, I'm just no, I'm not. I
Are
mean,
you saying he's
we
more
all
mentally strong? Hold on. I got a question. I got a question for Kirk. Do you
yeah.
think he's mentally strong because you feel like he just goes after it, like as far as like trying to, as far as effort? Is that what you're kind of getting off of?
Yeah, like I guess you could say that, BJ. Like when I watch Devin Booker and I see him like even like his bad games, like I said, I think he's a great weapon. I think that you know what I'm saying like his best attribute is scoring. So like just like what you just said, his effort, he does go after it way more than like not way more, but like you can see like he's more determined than PG in tougher spots. Just you know what I mean? Like I watched Devin Booker in bad games before, but you know that's I just think you know he just everyone has their days, but you can kind of tell that
Hmm.
his effort is he's more locked in than Paul George at moments.
Okay. No,
That's what I think. I just think he's more locked in than Paul
I
George at moments.
no.
Paul George kind of loses his focus towards the end of the game sometimes. Devin Booker kind of has his focus. I mean, usually. I mean, we like I said, we seen him in Game 7 against the Mavericks. So I just, you know, what I'm saying like he does have his moments, but like I said, even all that, I'm still taking PG over Devin Booker. He just does way too much, and we could say they both have similar careers, but I mean, come on now. I mean,
Similar careers.
I
Yeah,
mean, we could.
that's why I have to keep putting. Never mind. I'm gonna
No,
let
I seen
Kobe
the
Jordan.
numbers up there. I did see the numbers up there.
I mean, I don't know where is this similar coming from. I don't see that. But I'm gonna let Kobe Jordan go, and then I'm gonna respond to everybody. I'm just letting y'all all cook first. Kobe, what's good, man?
Man, what's good? What we talking about, man? PG and Devin Booker, man. These two softies, bro. Man, listen, man. What Luda say? Use a use a hoe. Man, both of these is
Here
some
we go.
hoes.
Oh my gosh, not again.
This happens
Kobe,
every
yeah,
time he
the only thing
talks.
that's a hoe is your internet, bro. Because every time you get on here, that shit is
Nigga
bad.
said whole ass.
Hey,
No, I agree.
I'm gonna stop sending
Hey
money to BJ. I'm gonna start
man,
sending you, Kobe. Get your damn internet up.
All right, what about y'all can hear me?
yeah, go
Now we
ahead, Kobe.
can. God damn, that shit was cutting off.
Yeah, my fault. No, my cousin, he just called me real quick. My fault.
Oh, your
But
cousin.
yeah, y'all can hear me though, right?
Your cousin is
Yeah,
here.
hey, you got more excuses than Devin Booker,
Yes,
cuz. Come
like I
on,
said,
keep
bro.
talking.
Hey, man, y'all up here capping. Like, what is y'all saying? I'm confused. Like, they both soft. So what? I don't get it. They both soft, bro. Both of these niggas is some hoes. I don't want to hear about nobody leading a team 10 years ago. Man, this nigga Paul George said he on bully mode on a game. He on a game, bro. Talking about he on bully mode, bro. What? If you don't get your soft ass in the gym, work on your handle, stop pinning the ball. Like, what is we talking about, bro? This is a pointless conversation. We know what it is. They both soft, bro. They both need dudes like Kawhi and CP. You know what I'm saying? To help get their shit, they mental in order. You know what I'm saying? They can't lead a team by themselves. That's why they both number twos. So BJ, I don't bring up no more numbers, bro. I'm tired of seeing them numbers from 10 years ago, bro. That shit is old, bro. So
What number from
like I
10 years
said,
ago? What
Hey,
numbers
go
from
go
10
look
years
at the
ago?
numbers in 2021 when he was by himself,
any
and go
numbers,
look at Booker's number when he by
any
himself.
numbers you could bring up. I don't want to see no
So anything
playoff
that
numbers from
supports,
Devin Booker, blood.
hold on. Anything that supports just not just logic. That's you. You want me
It
to
don't
bring it up?
support his mental though. What about his mental though?
But
What
that's
about
on you.
that?
That's on you to decide.
It ain't about me. What you mean? It's on him to decide.
No, I mean you can't tell another man what their mental is, nigga. You ain't in their head.
No, but we see what's on the court though. That's all
What
I
do you
need
see on
to
what do you
evaluate.
see on the court? What do you see on the court?
What you mean? What do I see on the court? You really want me to say what I see? I see a nigga who's mentally soft, who's
Again, so
mentally weak.
give me some examples then.
Okay, well, I seen a nigga miss 2 free throws in a
Man, fuck
2021
all that,
playoff
nigga. You
series.
know Devin Booker missed 2 free throws
Okay,
in the
so hold
playoffs.
on. So
Everybody has missed.
I thought you
Kawhi
just
missed.
asked me
Hold
for some
on.
examples. I ain't finished though.
Kawhi Leonard missed a
Can I
free
finish
throw
my
in the finals,
examples?
but that's not weak.
Can I finish my examples?
That's part of the game.
I thought you was gonna
Bro,
let me
you
cook.
gotta
There
come
you
with some
go.
basketball take, bro. I don't want to hear all that shit.
So
Everybody in the
that's not
league
a
has missed
basketball
playoffs.
take.
No, it's not.
So hold on. I gave you a
Every
play.
great play,
What
every
you
great
mean?
player has missed free throws in a tough
Nah, but
situation.
it's not just that, bro. When when the player is a turnover machine in crunch time moments, that's mental. That
What
ain't got nothing
times
to
in
do
the
with
playoffs, bro?
I'm talking about in his career, nigga. I'm talking about his whole career. When a
Everybody has
nigga
turned the
turns the
ball
ball
over
over,
in crucial situations,
nah.
bro. That's not
Listen,
weak.
in crunch time moments, go look up
Yes.
Paul George how often he turns the ball over. If you look up fourth quarter turnovers, you'll see what I'm talking about. But back to my point, right? I'm gonna
Well,
finish it. Y'all
LeBron
interrupted
lead
me.
NBA history in playoff
Hold on.
turnover. So
Y'all
what that
interrupted
mean?
me. But y'all, I didn't interrupt none of y'all. I let y'all cook. I just came up here. So can I get the same respect? I'm almost done.
You asked for BJ. You asked for BJ's opinion, and we started talking. You asked for it.
No,
You asked for
no.
my
Go
opinion,
ahead.
bro.
He interrupted me. He
Go ahead.
interrupted me. I was talking.
Y'all be lying and act like people on the court. They ain't on
Hey,
the court. They
BJ,
just
can
be
I
hating on.
go, bro? Can I finish? Because
I'm
I
gonna let
thought you
you
was
go.
gonna
I'm
ask
gonna
me to
let you
go.
go, and I'm
Okay,
gonna mute my
cool.
mic actually.
Because I realized that when you really got some controversial shit, that's when niggas want to go off the rails and start interrupting. Nigga, put your mic on mute, and I'm gonna let you know when I'm done. It's simple. So like I was saying, right? PG and both of these niggas are soft. So like, what does it matter, right? Both of them soft. Like Herm said, we know what it is. These dudes are mentally weak. Luka cooked this nigga Devin Booker in Game 7, right? Them niggas was up 30, right? In the Game 7 on your home floor, right? And then you all laughing and joking when niggas is up. You don't like double teams. You don't like to be touched. The nigga soft. Paul George, on the other hand, the nigga crying. He want validation. He want niggas to know he on bully mode. You ain't on no bully mode, nothing, man. Stop it, bro. Kawhi is on bully mode, not you, bro. Your role is you just stay in the background, make sure you hit your open shots and play defense. It's simple, bro. But the dudes that be talking like this the most, them be the softest dudes, bro. They not tough. If PG was that tough, how do you listen? I don't know, bro. Ain't no light skinned nigga ever came at me sideways, bro. Ever in my life. So first of all, I'm gonna just be 100 with you. For you to even let Steph Curry come at you and talk crazy to you in the playoffs, for you to let Devin Booker say this shit to you in the play, bro, that shit to me is crazy. Like these niggas is not on your level supposedly, but you let them get in your head. Like what? Like that shit don't make no sense. So like I said, both of these niggas is mentally weak. They both gonna be the second option, and it's just keep it simple. We'll see who on bully mode when playoff basketball start, and that's all I want to. I just want to wait for playoff ball to start, and we'll go from there. Simple as that.
I don't know. I don't think they're both mentally weak. Like I said, I don't think Devin Booker's more mentally weak than Paul George. I just think Devin Booker just has his moments because he's a weapon. He's gonna miss shots. He's not He's not a superstar, bro. He's a weapon. He's a shooting guard.
Hey, let me ask Kobe a question. Kobe, you said you want to see him talk when it's the playoffs, right? All right. So let me ask you this, Kobe. The last time Paul George said,
I think he left.
what did he say, BJ? He said he back on his shit again. Since you want to say you want to see in the playoffs, right? The last time he said it was 2021. That's what he did in the playoffs. And y'all making me defend Paul George, and I normally be on his head.
This nigga
Yeah,
Kobe left.
exactly, and
So
that's why.
I'm only going off. Go ahead, BJ.
Well, no, go ahead. I'm gonna say my point after.
So I'm only going on. So y'all like to roast, but y'all roast yourself. Y'all be self-owning yourself. Like y'all be making fun of what the Suns did to the Clippers when Paul George and Kawhi ain't even on the court. Then y'all say, well, I only want Paul George to talk. I want him to be on his bully mode when he's in the playoffs. Okay. Well, in 2021, he was on bully mode in the playoffs. So you self-owning your damn self. We ain't even got to say nothing no more. Y'all roast your damn self. Y'all get up here talking that hibbity hoopla shit, and y'all roast yourself with dumb takes because you don't know what you're talking about. Because they beat the Clippers every time. Motherfucker, Kawhi and Paul George went on the court. When it was on the court, the shit went 6 games, and Paul George the best player in those series. So you only roasting yourself when you're trying to roast. Now if you got a good roast, please let us hear it. Because right now y'all roasting yourself.
It ain't about how many fights you had, it's who you fought.
Yeah, I gotta first of all, and as y'all come and hit the like button, and I know why that y'all niggas left because y'all was about to get exposed. All 3 of them left. Herm, Ken,
They
and
all got it.
and
Yeah, I seen that.
all of them got out. All of
I
them.
exposed Herm's ass in the chat talking about Roy Hibbert. Roy Hibbert averaged 22 points and 10 points. Last time I went to school, that's 32 points. Last time I divided 32 by 2, that's 16. Paul George averaged 23. So you can get that dumbass shit up out of here. Then you said Granger was the leader. Granger was hurt. He didn't even fucking play. So how is he the leader if he ain't even playing on the court? So now Paul George is the leader. So now you set your own self up to get roasted by your own dumbass takes. And then you said you don't want to see nothing about 10 years ago. Guess what? Booker only been in the league 10 years. So all we can talk about is 10 years. So now you roasting your dumbass self too.
I'm
Y'all
disappointed in
come
her.
up here chirping, and when me and BJ put y'all's ass in the corner like kids and put your damn nose in the corner, y'all want to duck out of tail. And what
I'm
Ken at?
disappointed in Herm
What
with
Ken
that.
at with his bum ass
Hold on,
son's
hold on,
team?
hold on. Let me. Herm about to come in, but I gotta get this off before I let Herm in. Actually, no, I'm letting him in right now. I'm letting him in right now.
Me just I want all the smoke.
I want everybody to come in here. So Herm, you got anything else you want to say, bro?
See, fuckers made me come back on because you got niggas like Tom Thomas. See, first of all, if you comprehend and listen, motherfucker. I said, out of 3 of the conference finals Paul George been in, he only been the best player in 1 of them, nigga. And then
Two
on
of
top
them.
of that,
Two
nigga,
of them.
in the
Two
2
of them.
conference finals he was in Indiana, he did not lead the team in scoring at both of those conference finals, motherfucker. The first conference was leader
No
scorer,
shit.
nigga.
Learn
So
how
you
to
set your
listen.
dumb ass up, you
Learn
dumb
how to listen.
motherfucker. If you want
Don't
to put
come in
some
here
money
talking
on it,
dumb
put the
ass shit
money
and learn
on
how
it,
to
nigga.
listen.
Cap
Learn
the
how to listen,
motherfucker.
He
motherfucker.
said
That's
put
all
some
you
money
gotta do.
on it.
Learn
You
how
cap the
to listen.
motherfucker.
Learn how to listen. I said
Nobody
Roy
worry about
Hibbert
Paul
averaged 10 and
George.
2.
Fuck Paul George. He ain't
Fuck
shit,
you,
but
man.
never
Fuck
be
you and Roy
shit but a
Hibbert too.
stripper
And Danny
lover.
Granger
He's
no
a
playing ass.
stripper
Fuck
lover.
out of
That's what
here.
he is, a stripper lover. I don't give a damn about no Paul
He
George.
got
He a
more strippers
stripper.
you got,
Give a
so what's
damn
up?
about him, man.
Shut the hell up
That's
hating. Now you
why
hating.
Steph Curry,
Now you
Steph
roasting yourself
Curry
again
checked
by
his
hating.
ass because of Doc Rivers. He let Steph Curry check his ass. And you sitting up there want to take up for a nigga like that? He let little old Steph Curry check him. Man,
Well,
look,
you taking up for one. You
Paul
taking for one
George
that got
ain't
laughed
built
at by
like
a
that,
fat
nigga.
white boy.
He only had
The
one
fuck?
good playoff moment, and that was in 2021, nigga.
That's
And
cap.
all the
Three
finals
of
in
them.
That's
the East,
Hey,
cap. That's
because
see,
the
I
cap.
gotta
Eastern
hold on, bro.
Conference
I
was
gotta
weak,
stop
nigga.
that. I
The
gotta
Eastern Conference was
stop
weak,
that.
nigga. That's the only reason he
Hold on, I
made
gotta
it there.
stop that. Hold on,
That's the
Herm.
only
We
reason
gotta be
Indiana
honest.
Go
made
ahead,
it there, because
BJ.
the Eastern Conference
We
was
gotta
weak.
be on. Hold on. We gotta be
Paul
honest.
George ain't shit,
Hold
nigga.
on. Well,
Hey,
we gotta be.
and you look at the
He
career
better
Hold
than
playoff
your favorite
highs.
player.
Devin Booker,
on.
Paul George
He
ain't never
better than your
averaged
favorite
30
player.
points in the playoffs like
Herm.
Devin Booker,
Herm.
nigga.
Herm. We
Fuck
gotta
that.
be
Fuck
honest.
Paul. Devin
We gotta
Booker
be
too, by the
honest,
way.
bro.
Fuck him too.
Let's be honest. First of all, Thomas.
You
I'm
can't, because I know
surprised.
more than you.
I'm surprised
Fuck.
Thomas even defending Paul George. Even when Thomas defending Paul George, he ain't capping. Herm.
Exactly.
You just lied,
I'll be
bro.
on Paul George head, but y'all be lying. Y'all
Herm.
gonna lie, I'm gonna check your ass.
Herm, you just lied, bro. You said that he's
Herm
only
been
been
lying ever since he came on the channel
you
months
you
ago.
said you said that this man has only been better than his best player on his team in one playoffs. That's not true. He was the best player when he dunked on Chris Birdman Anderson in the playoffs, and LeBron James gave him a dap at half court. PG came into the league in his third, fourth season. He was already an All-NBA team player. Devin Booker didn't even make an All-NBA team until he got Chris Paul. So even if you want to say that he had a bad team, why did this nigga not make one All-NBA team until Chris Paul came? He didn't make one All-NBA team, bro. So
But
that tells
BJ,
me
did Paul
that
George guard LeBron?
hold on, Tom. Let me finish. I'm gonna let you go. If Devin Booker was all that, why has this nigga only made one All NBA team his entire career? He has never made an All NBA team. Niggas like Donovan Mitchell, who's accomplished more, doesn't even get this type of exposure than Devin Booker. So you got to ask yourself, why is Devin Booker getting all this praise when he ain't accomplished more than niggas like that, Donovan Mitchell, who've been to the playoffs every year of his career?
Both them motherfuckers mediocre.
It's exposure. And no, Devin Booker is not on the level as Paul George. And he knows that. He knows that. And to me, all this should already. So even if you don't even like PG, let's just be honest. Even if you're not even a Clipper fan, just by looking with our eyes, bro, we gonna be honest.
You proving my point too.
There's nothing that Devin Booker has over Paul George. And he's only 4 years above him as far as season. It ain't like Devin Booker just came into the league. This nigga been in the league going on 9 years. Paul George made more happen with his career than Devin Booker has. He's a borderline top 75 player.
For him to be the great defender that he's supposed to be, that's all he made. That's all he made. 4 defensive teams, and he's supposed to be one of the top defenders in the league.
Injuries,
Paul
bro.
George ain't.
Hey, hold on.
Injuries.
Hold on. And you also said something too in OKC, bro. Wasn't your MVP candidate?
And defensive player of the year candidate too.
Come on, man, stop.
He was too.
Finished second.
I don't know what your expectations. I think what Herm's thing is, he thinks PG's better than what he's been showing, and I agree. PG has top 5 talent. Devin Booker don't have that.
I agree.
So it's really not a discussion. And to be honest with you, Herm, your nigga John Morant talk more shit than anybody else. So as much as you want to get on PG, that bitch ass nigga John Morant don't do shit for your team. And you can't be going at PG saying he talking when you got a nigga over there waving guns and misrepresenting his franchise. That nigga Devin Booker, Paul George's career has been
unlike you, BJ. I'm the biggest John Morant critic on YouTube. Niggas say I hate on my own team because I cook John Morant all the damn time. You a cat to save a whole nigga. You capping for Paul George? You capping for him? You trying to give him benefit of that to be a killer? Knowing damn well he ain't the killer.
He never said he was a killer.
He never said he was a killer, bro. Y'all are very delusional. Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna get past the second round again this season. You might well face the face, man. If you trade Paul George, if y'all trade Paul George, I'll take y'all serious. I take the Clippers serious.
Who you getting for PG though?
Tell me y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna do shit until y'all get rid of him. You trade him, I take y'all serious.
Who you gonna get for PG? Who you getting for PG though?
Till then, with that motherfucker, y'all ain't getting past the second round. I guarantee it.
Hey, hold on.
Because how sorry his ass. That gonna be because of the wild letter, y'all. Because of Paul George, sorry ass.
Panel. Hold on, let me ask a question to the panel. Didn't PG get us to our first conference finals?
That's facts.
Without Kawhi.
So how the fuck can he not get you past the second round? Herm, that's why I be saying, bro, you gotta stop coming in here with that, bro. The dude got you to the third round for the first time. How is he not gonna get you past the second round? He already did it.
BJ, can I ask you a question? If Roy Hibbert averages 16 points in 2 series combined, and Paul George averaged 23 points in 2 series combined, but Paul George had to guard D Wade and LeBron James at the same time he averaged 23 points, and Roy Hibbert had to guard Birdman or Chris Bosh. So who was the better player if they had to play both ends of the court? Can you please answer that question?
We already know that, bro. First of all, and this is where basketball comes in. See, niggas want to talk about Devin Booker, bro. He plays one side of the ball. Let me give y'all a hint. The hardest thing to do in basketball is to play both ways elite. So that means if I'm giving you 25 points per game and guarding the best player, something that PG's been known to do, nigga, you know how tiring that is to compare to somebody all he has to do is worry about the offensive end and he guards one of the weakest defenders like Devin Booker. That's why I say I don't look at just numbers. I look at the game and when you're on the court. When you having to guard the best player and give me 25, 30 points, a lot of you niggas don't even know how that feels. But you want to sit up here and call this man weak, but yet nobody can stop him from giving you 30 points. You want to call this dude weak, then why the fuck can nobody on the Phoenix Suns stop him from scoring? This weak-ass nigga. Y'all so quick to call a man weak, but he's up here destroying your favorite players' teams.
Yeah. Hey, Andre. Andre, you like Herm. You don't know how to listen or read English. Listen to me. Listen to every word. Don't listen to what you want to listen to. Listen to every word. Roy Hibbert averaged 22 and 10. That's 32. Divided by 2 is 16. Paul George averaged.
Oh damn.
His cousin came back.
Tom, you clicked out.
Don't cherry pick one fucking series. Talk about everything. And on the other end, Paul George
Hey, I'm
guarded
gonna make this
LeBron
quick, man. I'm gonna
and
make
D
this
Wade.
quick because I gotta get
He
back to
guarded
work, so I
LeBron
gotta
and
make
D
this
Wade.
quick.
So don't
BJ.
sit there and act like 22 points
Let
all
me
you're
make
supposed to do
this
on a
quick.
basketball court.
Let me make this quick, Thomas. Are you sure with what you saying that Paul George led in both of those series? Because if you are, do you want to bet
So
some
you ain't
money?
listening again. You ain't listening again. I never said
No,
that.
no.
You ain't
Do you
listening
want
again.
to bet some money? Are you
Do you
sure?
want what do you want to bet money on? Because you already lying. You didn't even listen to nothing I said.
Because in 2013, you crazy son of a bitch. Roy Hibbert averaged 22 points a game in that
I
series,
already
averaged a
said that, you
double-double,
crazy son of a
and
bitch.
Paul George averaged 19 points. You
Yeah, I
motherfucker.
already said
And you
all
want to
that,
sit
dummy.
around here and act like he was the best player year by year. Roy Hibbert series having
Okay.
17
Now go to the other
rebounds
end of
and
the court.
15 rebounds a
Now go to
game
the
and
other
shit.
end of the court.
Man, hey, I
Now
don't
go to
want
the
to hear
other
that
end of the
shit.
court.
But your
Oh, you over
capping
there
ass, you
playing
trying to
tennis.
talk
You
about
over there
me.
playing
You a
tennis with
capping motherfucker because I was right the whole
you and
time, you
Serena
lying
Williams retired over
motherfucker.
there
Don't
playing
you
tennis. We
ever
got to
lie
go
my
on the other end of the
motherfucking
court.
name again. Don't you sit up there cap for a sorry ass nigga like Paul George and try to call me out. And you the motherfucker that was lying the whole time. Call me out,
I ain't lied
motherfucker.
to
Because I told you, goof ass.
ask everybody what I
He
said.
was only the best player
Ask everybody
one
what I
time
said.
his
He was
whole
the best
career
player in
in the
both series, and
in
points
the
per game
finals,
don't make you the
motherfucker.
best player. It's everything
Fuck
you do,
Paul.
dumbass.
Let's not be
Dumbass.
ratchet tonight. Let's not be ratchet.
Harden, when you learn
Let's
what
not be
basketball
ratchet
is, just
tonight.
remember there's another end of the court. Why you keep running and
Yeah,
ducking up out of here?
that's
All
what
you
I
trying to
wanted.
do is talk through people.
Yeah,
Nobody said that Roy Hibbert didn't average 22 points a game, dumbass. He averaged 22 and 10. That's 32. 22 points in 1 year, 10 in the next year. Go back to school and get your mathematics education up because you're terrible at this shit. So that's 16 points per game. Paul George averaged 22 and a half points per game in both of those series. So Roy led one series scoring, but guess what? Paul George led on defense on both ends and offense on one end in either series. Basket points don't make you the best player. If points made you the best player, Steph Curry be the best player all the time because he scores all the fucking time. Guess what? He got to go play defense somewhere, dummy. Paul George was guarding LeBron and D Wade, and he was averaging 22 and a half in both of those series combined. Roy Hibbert averaged 16 in both of those series, so he already losing points per game in both series combined, and he damn sure wouldn't guard nobody. Who the fuck was he guarding? Birdman? Chris Bosh? Chris Bosh didn't get the ball. He was the third option, dummy. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? You sound dumb as hell.
I mean, those are. I mean, I'm gonna be
Excuse
honest. I mean,
my language of me having to
no,
fact check people up here. I'm sorry.
it's fine. I want to say this. I'm gonna let y'all, everybody else talk too. Yeah, Herm. Just because you score the most points will make you the best player. Both those series, especially 20. There was a time in 2014, Roy Hibbert couldn't even stay on the floor because Chris Bosh, they was taking him, far from the screen. Roy Hibbert became unplayable because he was a traditional big. In 2013, when Paul George averaged 19 points and 6 rebounds and 5, he was still the best player because he had to guard D Wade, he had to guard LeBron James. So it's both ways of the ball. That's what people don't pay attention to. I'm not looking at a person that's just scoring the basketball and say that's the best player. The guy had to do more and has more hats on his plate. He has to deal with. That's why I keep saying with this whole Devin Booker shit, yeah, I can go, of course he can go out there and score 25, 30 points. He don't have to guard the best player. And even when PG has to guard the best player, he's still giving you close to 25 to 30 points a game. So that is a all-around great player. And Devin Booker just does not have the measurements. Paul George is 4 inches taller than him. He's a better playmaker, better rebounder, better defender, has more range from the shooting from the 3-point arc. These are just all facts, man. And then you just look at his resume, bro. It's not comparable. There's nothing that Devin Booker has accomplished. Again, why does this man have not made more than one All-NBA team?
That's a good point. That's a great point, actually.
Why has this dude he's been in the league for 8 going on 9 years, has only been to the playoffs 3 times? Where the fuck was he at the first 5 years of his career? Oh, this is where he was at. His ass was at home. And don't come up here and tell me, oh, he had a bad situation. Nigga, if you a top 5 player like you want to talk about, You can't be no 24, 58, and 21, 61 nights. Bro, nigga, you're not even cracking 30% in your win percentage. That is horrible.
That's facts.
That is terrible.
Matter of fact, I remember when Paul George was on that 2016 Pacers team. I mean, who was on that Pacers team with Paul George, and they still made the playoffs.
Thaddeus Young, and George
Bro,
Hill.
come on, man.
Come on now. Like I even mentioned that. Like Paul George didn't have it. Like I mean, come on now. Like this is not really that conversation. And we talk about like how mentally weak Paul George is. I mean, let's be honest. Scottie Pippen was pretty mentally weak, and look how great Scottie Pippen was. I'm not saying.
And y'all lying again because Hibbert led in points, rebounds, and blocks.
Oh my
so
God!
Stop that damn capping, man. He was doing more than just scoring. He was leading the team in rebounds, protected the paint, and he led the team in blocks. Stop capping, man.
Okay, so Herb, Paul George led in assists, steals, and blocks. Assists, and steals. Does that make him? Bro, we're saying that Paul George had to play both ends of the ball. That's why the stats don't mean shit.
He didn't just play both ends, BJ, and guard Ray Allen. He played both ends and guarded 2 Hall of Famer top 75 players. While Roy Hibbert was camped down the paint with fucking Birdman and Bosh. Fuck out of here. And Bosh didn't even get the ball. Fuck.
Yeah,
like, what
man.
we talking about, bro?
They tried to,
who is he guarding if Bosh ain't getting the ball? All you LeBron fans talking about, well, Chris Bosh let him down. Well, Chris Bosh let him down. That means Chris Bosh didn't get the ball. So if Chris Bosh wasn't scoring no points, then who was Hibbert guarding? A non-scorer? Y'all roast yourself, but we don't even have to talk. Y'all sound retarded as fuck.
Wasn't Chris Bosh injured in one of those series? I could have swore he was injured like in 2014.
Yeah, Roy Hibbert got played off of the court in 2014.
If y'all have a sensitive stomach, y'all need to turn away. For y'all don't have a sensitive stomach, y'all can watch. Because this is the problem I keep having when people saying he's soft. Dude, if your leg snaps the way Paul George's leg just snapped right here, I want y'all to look at how his fucking leg is. Now, again, we talking about all this after this happens in 2013. This is why I have an issue with people when they want to go at and talk about somebody's mental. When a person's leg snaps like that, that's a career-ending injury. So for somebody to keep saying that this dude ain't got no heart, he's soft, bro, you can't be out there playing like and having an injury like that and coming back from and say you soft. He came back from a shoulder injury where both of his shoulders in that Portland series that people want to clown him about, both of them shoulders that needed surgery. He had to have surgery the next season, right? You talk about in the 2017 playoffs when they lost to Utah Jazz. First of all, people gotta stop lying and say that he played bad the entire series. Up until Game 6, he was averaging 25 to 27 points per game. Or Game 5, I'm sorry. But y'all knew that he was playing with a partially torn meniscus, right? Where they had to shoot his leg up, but only towards the end of that series, when the actual pain medicine wore down, he couldn't take no more of that pain medication anymore for his meniscus. But he was still out there playing. That's the game he had 5 points in.
What was his numbers in that Portland against Portland?
He averaged 28 points in that series on 2 bum ass shoulders.
He definitely did.
That is that. So and y'all, I with PG, I'll say this. He is transparent. He does talk a little. I think this is why I say I want to see the PG to just disrespect these guys because they're not on this level. To have a role player come at you like that is an abomination. Seth Curry can barely make the starting lineup. Bruce Brown doesn't even start for a team. His hairline's receding to the point where he looks 43 instead of 23.
God damn, I didn't even notice that. His hairline was better last year.
These are the guys that are taking shots, but again, because they think PG is soft. But the thing about Paul George is that again, there's people out there. I play with players like Paul George who they're just easygoing, cool guys, don't mess with nobody, don't talk shit. They just go out there and hoop. And people take that as being a weakness. That's why I say to Paul George, I need you to start talking shit and saying, because it only take that long. All you have to say is like, bro, you can't guard me. I'm gonna bust your ass again. Get a switch. This dude's like stuff like that. I guarantee you, Devin Booker and them won't be talking shit because they already can't. They can't stop you on the court. So all you got to do is open your mouth. But when people keep saying to do, so I have an issue with that because you can't be soft and come from an injury like this.
I give it that you can't.
You can't be soft, bro.
I think his approach to the game sometimes is off, but I wouldn't say like soft.
Yeah,
because he's more of a rhythm player, and he's got to find his rhythm instead of like the best players right now. They always trying to they know how to abuse you by just getting to their spots. PG is always trying to let the game come to him and find his rhythm, and if he doesn't find his rhythm, he kind of like mentally checks out. That's always been his problem.
I see what you mean. That's a good point, bro. Like he doesn't have like a go-to shot. Either he's gonna hit something because he's in the flow.
No. Here's my thing though. I wouldn't even say that because if PG works in the mid post, you can't do nothing with him.
That's facts.
He makes the game too hard for himself when he don't have to. He literally, the man can do anything on the court. What can you say Paul George can't do?
That's facts.
He's what's good?
Alpha.
Yeah, he doesn't have an alpha personality. I give you that.
What alpha personality gets gentleman swept over and over and over? What alpha personality?
You talking, Thomas? We done heard you talking love. It's time for somebody else.
You what you spoken to, young lady? He ain't put you on the mic yet.
Nah, she's on the mic now. Go ahead.
Now you can speak.
I'm listening to everything that some trying to saying or whatever, but I'm just like, okay, yeah, we understand. Paul George is better than Booker, but for them to respect Paul George, he gotta show them. It's almost like poking the bear when it comes to that, and Paul George hasn't done that, so everybody gonna take him and say what they want to say to him because he ain't really shown them that he can really do that to them or whatever. So that's all I'm gonna say.
I disagree with that. I think the issue that's me. I don't see how you can't show when he pretty much. Do I need to play the video? I'm gonna do that right now. Hey, did y'all see the video that I showed earlier?
Play it again, BJ. They might have saw it. They just can't comprehend it. Play it again.
Okay, give me about 2 minutes. All right.
What has he done before? I mean, he's only made the playoffs one time before.
No one in the league is scared of him either. That he can get hot and go off.
Devin Booker.
No, y'all stop. No one's afraid of Phoenix. We wanted them. No one's afraid of Phoenix. I talked to some teammates. I ain't gonna say who because I'm gonna say who. Forget it. I talked to Paul George last night, man. Pat, ain't nobody scared of them.
Erased the game. Playing so well. Morris on top. Bridges is on him. George three. Oh, George. Oh, George with the answer. Best team in the Western Conference. Flashing here in the desert, and the Clippers out in front, 50 to 20. In the blocking the fouls up there. Looking ball. Rebounding, defending. Knocking down shots. Oh, George knocks down the shutters all out there for Phoenix. Here comes George. He's got 25. He's defended by Booker. And the lead will go to 6.
Get aside from the Paul George, Devin Booker comparison.
Not even close.
Because I don't even think that's worth arguing about.
Yeah, it's not worth arguing about. You guys heard from JJ Redick's mouth. Here's the truth. Here's the bottom line. Look, there are certain people out there who do not have that rah 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 type of demeanor. Paul George is a cool, collected, calm dude. That's what he is. That's not going to change. That's just not his person. That's just not his personality. That will never be his personality. You'll see it in spurts, but you'll never see it full blown because that's just not how he's built. So my thing is, Devin Booker, for him to keep talking and you getting your ass busted, because he's already shown you already too many times that you can't do nothing with him. I just played a 2-minute video of an annihilation of Paul George just destroying this little nigga. Every time Devin Booker was matched up with him. Guess we forgot about Devin Booker's game win over PG. And okay, what else do you have? Because I'll try to be fair. I'll try to actually look at other highlights for Devin. There's not really highlights of Devin Booker doing anything to Paul George.
You know how many times you gotta like replay that game-winning jump shot in a video to make it 2 minutes?
Bro, exactly. That's the only thing they got. Kez, I swear, I looked through all the videos over the past 2-3 seasons between Paul George and Devin Booker. All the highlights Devin Booker has on guys like Terrence Mann or Eric Gordon or just, bro, he ain't Paul George. Every time he's not doing shit against PG. I even put a defensive clip inside there to show like PG guard Devin Booker. He didn't have nothing for him. He's too long. He's too athletic. He can rise over you and shoot. I mean, this shit is just.
I don't think Paul George will ever get any credit right now over anything because he hasn't led his team to a finals. And I think because Devin Booker claimed he did, that he feel like he can say what he want to say. But that's how I just feel about the whole situation. Paul George got to really show us what he can do if he can lead a team to the finals.
He's already done that. I don't need to see PG do anything else. Devin Booker, the fact of the matter is Devin Booker has, again, and somebody in the chat, please answer my question. Who in the fuck has the Suns beat when they had their best player? Who? If you expect me to give Devin Booker credit for that little Cinderella run where each round he didn't face nobody until he faced the actual Milwaukee team where he got walked down 4 straight games, I'm not doing it. I don't need to see PG do anything else. Either you know basketball or you don't. That's where it has to come down to. If you don't know basketball, if you don't respect PG, you don't know basketball. Go ahead.
And BJ, you gotta look at this too. Like you
We don't
can't
want to hear you, Thomas.
You can't take 10 years and try to compare it to the weaknesses that happened in a 20-year career, right? They don't work like that. You got to compare how many years Booker's played. That's what you compare to Paul George. Now, and that's what BJ started the video out doing. He gave y'all all the early years of Paul George and all the early years of Booker. He tried to keep it with some common sense involved. But when y'all start talking about what happened in the bubble, okay, now you got to stretch a whole career out. So now you're getting way off topic when you start doing that stupid shit. It's like comparing LeBron's first 5 years to damn Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's 20 years. That's ignorance. That shows you have no basketball IQ before you even got on the microphone. You got to keep it exactly for what it is. If your man played 10 years, you compare the first 10 years. Because guess what? Booker can get hurt for the rest of his career and miss every fucking playoff from here on out. And then you're going to try to compare him to Paul George, then you're going to look even more stupid. So Booker could get in the playoffs for the next 10 years and get swept every first round next year. You can only compare what you can compare that makes sense. You can't do this back and forth. What happened in the bubble, this, that. That's irrelevant. What Paul George did in his first 10 and what Booker doing in his first 10 is all there is to talk about. If you're not talking about that, you're already losing. Go ahead, Hope.
Hold on.
Even with the bubble, what was his follow-up was the 2021 playoffs.
Exactly. See, that's why people who keep bringing the bubble up is just people are trolling. Like at the end of the day, I don't know why, people be acting like it's like the 2021 didn't happen, but it happened. That's why the bubble it gets eliminated because he revenged himself after he said he's gonna be on his kill shit the next season. He actually was on his kill shit. So I don't know what people see saying he needs to just go out there and play. Like last time we saw him in the playoffs, he was a top 3 player in the playoffs. I don't know what else y'all want me to what y'all want me to say. Bubba, what's good, bro?
What's up, BJ? Salute the panel, salute the channel.
Salute.
BJ, I really respect you, but man, this cap needs to stop. This cap needs to stop. Devin Booker just had individually, not as a team, he had one of the best historical runs for an individual player. He led the playoffs in scoring on ridiculous efficiency. Paul George has never done that, and I don't think you ever do that. And on top of that, you using the Chris Paul logic that, he got Chris Paul. Okay, cool. When they play the Clippers in the conference finals, Chris Paul missed the first 2 games, right? And D Book smoked Paul George, 40-point triple-double. You forgot about that?
So he had 1 game, and then what did he do the next game?
The next game, PG choked at the free throw line, missing
No.
2
What
free
did Devin?
throws.
What did Devin Book? First of all, let's just end the bullshit. Who was the best player in the series?
Bro, me personally, I'm gonna say it was Chris Paul.
Okay, see.
So Chris Paul the best player on Devin Booker team.
Hold on. Time out. I'm gonna ask the panel. I'm gonna ask the panel. Be honest. Panel, who was the best player in the 2021 playoffs?
Wait, 2021 playoffs or just the Clippers Suns series?
The 2021 playoffs between the Clippers and Suns when PG was by himself.
The Western Conference Finals series.
Bro, PG averaged 4.5 turnovers a game. That's 5 turnovers a game. So that's the best player?
No, this is the best player. The man that led the whole entire playoffs in points, rebounds, and assists. The same credit you want to give Devin Booker did this year. But the only difference is, Bubba, is that Devin Booker faced wounded teams. Paul George didn't. So your star players aren't hurt in every series. This dude faced every series he faced in 2021. Each guy was hurt. Jamal Murray was hurt. Anthony Davis was hurt.
Wasn't there. LeBron
Anthony
got hurt.
Davis
AD
was
got
hurt. Kawhi was hurt. Again, panel, somebody tell me, what team did the Suns beat that all their horses were healthy?
Bro, the Clippers beat the Jazz. Mike Conley missed 5 of those games. And you give him
Okay, but check this out. PG didn't have Kawhi there. And
no Serge Ibaka.
And also remember Bubba, they beat the Dallas Mavericks full strength. The same Dallas Mavericks that people thought the Clippers were going to lose after they lost those first 2 games. So PG faced healthy teams. Even if you want to go in the playoffs in his career, he faced healthy teams and won. Again, who has Devin Booker faced healthy and won a series? And every time he faces a healthy team, what happens? Thomas, help me. What happens?
They get fucking humiliated.
Okay. So, again, we can, however you want to angle this.
But, bro, PG humiliation is much worse than what Devin Booker's been through.
Okay, but Devin Booker's been in the league for 8 seasons.
PG went further on his own. How you figure that?
Wait, PG played the Jazz in 2018. In Game 6, shot 2 of 16 from the field.
Game 5, he was playing on a torn meniscus. I just explained that. And I just explained. He stepped on the court, but again, let's just go back. Nothing is more humiliating than missing 5 straight years in the playoffs. Nothing. So let's just start right there. So we're gonna talk about humiliation. The difference is that nobody gave a fuck about Devin Booker, so it's not noted. Then the truth is that people expect Paul George to be this elite top 5 player. When he doesn't reach it, they're disappointed. But Devin Booker, the bar is set so low that when he does one good thing, it's automatically he's this, that, and the other. This bum ass nigga could not make 1 playoff run in 5 years. And I don't want to hear shit about his team. Because if you're a top player, you should at least get your team at least to 500.
You know what else we missed too, Bubba? Like when everybody wants to roast on down James Harden or somebody like this and that, they be like, well, stats don't win. If you ain't winning, you ain't doing shit. So why we want to bring up Booker shit then? Because he ain't winning shit.
But PG
What
never
does he
won
want
here,
on his
so
own?
I mean,
On his own.
I'm leaving the team accomplishments outside. I'm just talking like individual player. Like as of right now, all time, yeah, PG's a better player. He has more accolades, more All-Star teams, more All NBA teams. Like he has it. But as of right now, come on, bro.
When did
Let me ask
Devin
you this.
Booker? Hold on. When did Devin Booker become a better player? When did this happen?
Bro, okay, so me personally, when I'm
No,
evaluating
not
players,
you, me, not you personally. I want to know when it actually factually. When did he become a better player?
bro, he's averaging more points than PG. He's averaging on ridiculous efficiency, bro.
So
Okay.
What he
is Luka
does,
Doncic. Who's Luka Doncic better than since he outscoring everybody? He better than everybody else in the league because he out averaging them.
bro. We comparing Paul George and Devin Booker. Why are you bringing Luka in this? Come on, bro.
But I mean, I ain't bringing Luka into it. I'm bringing your point that you want to stand on. You want to bring averaging more points into it, so I brought more points into it.
But I'm talking about PG and
Points don't make you
Devin
the
Booker.
better player, bro. Okay.
That's what we're getting at, but we
Points
trying
don't
to
make
make
you
you
the better
realize
player, bro.
points don't make you a better player because I don't have Luka over some of the people we talking about.
So wait, what makes Paul George? Okay, what makes Paul George better than D Book then?
Did you see that entire 2-minute clip I just showed you,
Bro, those were videos from 2 years ago. I'm talking about right
No,
now.
there was a couple of them clips from last year. Again, just off of them, he's still 6'9", whether he gets hurt or not. Devin Booker 6'5". He's still a two-way player, even though he got hurt. He still got more range. He's still a playmaker. Bro, as a overall basketball player, and it shows in the accomplishments. He just can do things Devin Booker cannot do. All you name was scoring. You can't name nothing else he does better.
What if we took
Booker
KD off of the
facilitates better
Suns?
than Paul George.
Oh, shit, I didn't even know anything about Devin Booker until 2021.
Paul George against
Is that Hope? Say that again. Hope, say that again. Hope, say that again.
I said I didn't even know anything or heard anything about Devin Booker until 2021.
You know why you didn't hear nothing about him, Hope? Do you know why? Hope, do you know why you didn't hear nothing about Devin Booker? Because nobody cared about that. Nobody cared. Nobody cared.
Nah, that's cap. For Hope to
No
say
one
that, that's
cared,
cap.
bro.
So
No one cared.
Wait,
I
somebody
wasn't
scored
watching
70
the
points.
Phoenix Suns. I wasn't interested in watching the Phoenix Suns because they just wasn't a team that I was interested in. So
No,
I didn't know anything about Devin Booker.
Don't feel
I didn't
bad,
even
Hope.
know anything about Devin Booker until Chris Paul actually went to the Suns.
Exactly.
Hope all you did was join the rest of the world because them bums were nobody. Just put the records back up there, BJ. That tells you everything you need to know.
How Bubba, you want to say hold people accountable. How could you leave this and actually not hold this accountable?
Bro, that's a team thing. I'm talking about individual players. Like,
bro, nigga, you the best player on the team. So that's a reflection on you. If you come in my house and my house is dirty as fuck, that's a reflection of me. If you have a team and you not getting past the first, nigga, that's on you. The best player gets all the praise, but they get all the blame. If your team is falling into record margin numbers, not getting 30% wins, bro, that's a reflection on you. That means you're not that damn good.
Let me ask you this, Bubba. If I handed you $500, not your money, I'll just put the $500 and I say go up to Vegas. I'm taking Kevin Durant off the Suns. I'm taking Kawhi Leonard off of the Clippers. And I will even do you one better. I'll take fucking Norman Powell off the Clippers, and I want you to put the $500 on Booker or Paul George. Who's winning the series without Kawhi, without Powell? I will even remove Powell, but I shouldn't have to remove Powell because they got who they got. We got who we got. If we remove the best players, remove Kevin Durant and remove Kawhi Leonard, but I'm even offering you a helping hand. Because I know damn well you're going to sit up here and lie. You lying to everybody in this panel if you're going to pick the Suns to beat the Clippers without Kevin Durant and without Kawhi Leonard. I don't believe you do it.
The Suns beat the Clippers, bro.
That's cap. Make sure you back. Make sure you back here in the playoffs. Make sure you back here in the playoffs because I want some bread.
Bro, if Paul George lost to a rookie Donovan Mitchell, trust me, he'll definitely lose to Devin Booker.
Donovan Mitchell is better than Devin Booker, Bubba.
Hey, but see, nobody wants to talk about that.
As a rookie,
nobody wants to talk about that
well,
because people. But hey, hold on.
But I
hey,
thought you said right now, Bubba. I thought you said right
hey,
now, bro.
is that? Hey, you guys,
See how y'all full of shit, bro.
who did Paul George beat in the second round of 2021 playoffs?
The Jazz.
So so didn't he beat Donovan Mitchell and got his revenge?
Bro, Donovan Mitchell didn't have a
Right,
healthy team.
right.
I'm using that same
Man,
shoes that you
yo,
using.
Kawhi Leonard, Mike Conley's it's a bigger loss losing Kawhi Leonard is to lose Mike
Bro,
Conley.
That was your
it ain't even
facilitator.
that,
What
bro.
you
Serge
mean?
Ibaka was out. Zubac was out. Serge Ibaka started half of that damn year. So you really could say they could start Zubac or start a Zubac. Started Serge. That may be two starters. And then Kawhi is a starter. 2.5 starters. The Clippers was missing 2.5 starters. And you want to compare that to some bum-ass Mike Conley? And what did Mike Conley just do when he had all that help with Anthony
Bro,
Edwards
Mike
and
Conley
Karl
was an
Anthony Towns
all-star
over
that
there?
year. Mike Conley was an all-star that year. Serge Ibaka
Okay,
was no all-star.
okay, he came back. He came back in the series, and you talk about playing hurt. Well, when Paul George played hurt, you laugh about it. But when Conley played hurt, it's excuses. Which one is this?
Wait, when did Paul George play hurt?
Oh, my God. BJ been telling y'all for 2 hours.
Other than that, Trailblazer series, what series did Paul George play hurt?
The Utah Jazz series, bro. He had a partially torn meniscus.
BJ, stop.
And in OKC, he had shoulder surgery. Said he played through 2 torn shoulders.
Yeah, that's why I said apart from that Trailblazer series, what other
I told you the Utah Jazz series, he was playing on a torn meniscus. I'm telling you.
BJ, come on, don't do this, bro. Come on, bro.
Do what? I'm telling you the truth. He played on a torn meniscus in that 2017 series. He played, if you go back and look at the stats, he was playing well. And against the Jazz, he was scoring. He had like the first 2 games, I think he scored like 30 points both those games.
Bro,
so it wasn't nothing that Utah was doing to disrupt Paul George. Like he had a bad game in that game 5 in Utah where he shot bad, but he was playing on a torn meniscus.
Nah, bro, you're not selling me that, B.
I'm telling you.
How you ain't selling that? So you the NBA injury report guru or something?
Bro,
you override all the
PG
reports?
fan. I'm a PG fan. I followed his career. I know he wasn't hurt that series. That's what I'm saying. Against Portland, he was hurt.
How do you? But I just told you. So you saying are you saying I'm lying?
Hurt, bro? You ain't there. You ain't the fucking trainer. You ain't NBA. You ain't the NBA injury report guru. What do you mean you know? You know what? I know the sun coming up tomorrow too. So,
bro, he was playing a torn. But he was playing on a torn meniscus, bro. He was really playing on a torn meniscus.
Bro, show me a report from that series.
You don't believe what I'm saying? I can do that, but you don't believe what I'm saying?
If you can.
Okay.
Everybody in the chat
let's
saying
say he was healthy. Let's say he was healthy. Okay, what's Devin Booker's excuse when he's 100% and he gets blew out by a dude who missed the fucking play-in? What's the excuse there?
That dude, Devin Booker ain't that
bro,
dude.
I'm gonna put it this way: great players lose, great players get outplayed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. Well, tell Devin Booker to stop getting gentleman swept.
Hold on. In 2021, the Dallas Mavericks blew out the Clippers. By second half, the Clippers was down by 50 points. How you explain that?
Who won the series? Who won the series?
Nah, it was a regular season game. How you explain that?
Who sent who home?
Nah, I'm talking about in the regular season.
You're talking about the regular season.
Right. The Dallas Mavericks played the Clippers.
What does that got to do with what we talking about? I thought we've been talking about playoffs this whole time.
Bro,
obviously not.
All I've been speaking on is playoffs. That's all I spoke on as I got on here. If y'all want to switch up the regular season, that's a whole different story. And I don't talk that because that's it.
BJ using regular season accomplishments to kind of demean Devin Booker. So now the regular season.
Hold on. No, I didn't. I'm using career accomplishments.
He asked the question of who was the best player in the
hold on. I said no. I'm saying again, Paul. Listen, Bubba. What do you mean? I'm using all I can use.
Right?
That's all I can use because.
Right?
Okay, but bro, what comes before you guys? What comes before the playoffs?
The regular season.
So what else can I use if he's not making the playoffs?
So if I'm using the regular season, why is Tom saying that I'm talking about playoffs? Why are you bringing up regular season? I'm bringing up regular season because these are games that they all played in.
Okay, so that's a bad reflection.
So you gonna use a regular season game to override somebody getting gentleman swept?
Bro, he didn't get he never got gentleman swept. When did he get gentleman swept?
First of all, Thomas don't know what gentleman sweep is, so you gotta
Right.
What the hell are you talking about?
A series goes 6 games. It's not gentleman sweep, bro.
But Tom, I know what Thomas is trying to say.
He
The
got
ass of
4
the
straight fucking L's. He got blew off the court.
yeah,
Fuck the 4-1, gentlemen. Let's not get technical about the prime definition of 4-1. The man got blew off the court 4 straight games, which is the same shit y'all trying to roast about the bubble. So if you gonna roast the bubble, roast the same fucking thing. Y'all be capping, spinning narratives. Don't stop changing y'all's points and y'all's minds. Stay on the same fucking topic. If you're going to talk about 4 straight L's, then talk about 4 straight L's. The gentleman swept is 4-1.
Bro,
Okay, but
actually,
the
Paul
man
George
got
got
blew
swept
the
by
fuck out.
LeBron.
He got swept off the court.
Okay, hold on.
Paul
This
George
is
got
the
swept by
games.
LeBron 2017.
Okay, that's
He's supposed
LeBron
to. He
James.
played against fucking all-world team.
Oh,
Hey,
now all-world
hey,
team.
but look at hold on. Look at
But
this is
who
the
the hell doing the Suns like that? Not no all-world team.
hey, but
But he
look at
taking
what
them 6 games.
look at the game. Look at the games
He
that
lost
Paul
4 in a
George.
row.
This is the games Paul George played against the Jazz right here. This is the same series that people say Paul George played so bad in. So the first was it 5 games? Look at the stats he had the first 5 games. The dude was playing on a torn meniscus, bro. And in that last game where they couldn't shoot his leg up anymore, that's where the dip happened, where he can barely actually move on the court.
You have to spot up most of the game, if not all.
I'm not exactly, Kiss. I'm not lying to you, Bubba. The dude was playing on a partially torn meniscus.
Damn, that man was frying them boys. I thought we were
But
supposed to be laughing at this. He was killing them boys.
Thomas, this is the same series people joke about PG.
What the fuck, bro? Bro, we can't talk to these people no more. Some people got to get banned off the panel, bro. Y'all just talk ridiculous shit. This man frying them. BJ puts the numbers up there versus the Suns. He don't put the numbers up there versus nobody else. He puts the numbers up there versus the topic, which is Booker and Paul George. And we want to talk about everything except Booker and Paul George. He fried them boys. Fried them.
Fried.
Yeah, I mean it's really two. There's only two. There's really one instance that you can really pick from PG's like recent career, like to really fry him, and that's that bubble.
Bro,
that's the bubble.
them numbers is over. Bro, these numbers right here, he's frying them people.
I don't know what the joke is about. I mean, shit, nigga, you averaged 30 points in 3 straight games, in 3 games.
BJ, the way they talk, man, they would have said this man averaged 16 points a game.
Bro, it was a terrible game 6. They was down 3-2. It was terrible how
now I will say this. I will say that was embarrassing for Paul George and the Thunder to lose like the way they did.
Right.
I will say that.
Right.
But what we're not gonna do is just act like this dude just been having all these failures. We're gonna correct all them narratives because nigga, anytime you give me 30 points in 3 out of 6 games, bro, that's not no failure.
God, dog, bro, he damn near got 2 steals a game in that bit.
Bro, so let me ask you this.
Fuck y'all be. Go ahead.
Let me ask y'all this. Who has a better chance of winning a championship between Devin Booker and Paul George? Who has a better chance of winning? Carrying that team.
Paul George, but the Clippers ain't gonna be hurt every year. Y'all can keep wishing that all y'all want to, but guess what? They not gonna be hurt every year, and y'all day coming. You got to pay the price sometime. And trust me, I bet y'all don't show up on this channel.
The only
I'm gonna be frying every last one of you when they healthy.
The reason why I can't give Devin Booker, the reason why I'm not giving Devin Booker the benefit, because I've already seen him at his best with his team. I haven't seen this Clipper team be at full strength. So all they've been doing is just been health. That's the only thing that's been stopping them. The fact of the matter is, the only thing that stopped this team from winning a championship is that Kawhi went down. If we're gonna be honest, the only thing that stopped this team has won a championship is Kawhi went down.
Hey, and in the bubble, BJ, Patrick Beverly's on minutes restriction. They failed a minute. They failed to say that too. That man was on the bench. Don't answer why, because I didn't know he was hurt. He was on minutes restriction in the bubble. That's why he kept sitting on the bench with bum ass Lou Williams and Reggie Jackson and boys playing. So if you want to talk about people being out, one of the best defenders was on the bench.
It's a lot of stuff.
Bro, that same defender was getting cooked the next year. Come on, stop it, bro.
And that same defender just locked up Booker last year or 2 years ago.
So why he lock up Luka? Nah, time out. Why he ain't lock up Luka?
Bro, he didn't guard him. He locked that bitch up.
Why he ain't lock up Luka? And Luka was calling him. He's too
Look,
fucking small.
Luka's 15 times bigger than than him. He ain't supposed to lock up
Oh,
Luka.
now
That's
he's bigger
that's
than
that's
him. I
like
thought you said he's the best
yourself.
defender.
That's like you ask yourself to lock up Hakeem Olajuwon. That's a
But
stupid
Luka's
question.
slow.
Bro, you said he's the best defender. So why can't the best defender lock up another
I said
player?
he's one of their best defenders, and he is.
Kawhi is their best defender. Kawhi's their best
And
defender.
you just said yourself, everybody gets beat and everybody has a bad day sometimes. But when we make a point of somebody else being AKA hurt, but it only matters when Conley's hurt, right? Just like it only mattered when fucking KD and Klay Thompson were hurt. What about Anunoby, who was out? What about Kyle Lowry, who had a bad hand damn near 90% of the playoffs? They was telling the other teams to make him dribble with his other hand because he can't dribble the ball. And the people on TV was saying that shit out loud in the game. And then Kawhi was on one leg. And OG Anunoby was out the whole fucking playoffs. But the injuries only mattered for Golden State. You know why? You guessed it. So y'all can't be. Y'all gotta be careful what y'all ask for when I'm on. Y'all might get talked this crazy when I ain't.
This is the most cursing I've heard in a while.
I know, Truth, and I'm kind of scared.
It's
Hey,
like
I apologize for mine.
Hey, Thomas.
I apologize for mine.
Thomas.
God
That's
damn.
crazy, man.
No, it's all good.
Thomas, you
I'm
crazy.
kind of scared. I ain't gonna get frustrated.
Hey,
I get frustrated when
Bubba.
people are double standard and then they lie about and they spin narratives. Like you want somebody else to be hurt, but you don't talk about when somebody else was hurt. They do the same stuff for the bubble. Everybody that the Lakers beat was injured or missing starters, but nobody talks about it. But they sure want to talk about it when Golden State has somebody hurt. Why? It's the damn
What we ain't
narratives.
gonna do is talk about Golden State. We talking about
We ain't talking about Golden State. We talk about injuries. Well, I'm not up here to beat up Golden State.
Nah,
I'm
Kobe,
up here to beat up. I'm up here to beat up.
Hey, look, Thomas, he up here asking for help. Nah, Kobe, get your ass up here by yourself. You come up here by yourself. Don't be asking for her.
Yeah.
I dropped the link already. Come on.
Hurt ain't gonna do nothing but get up here and yell over people. Just like you trying to say Roy Hibbert the best player. I guess we playing tennis. And I don't mean to call Herm out, but you can't talk about a man who averaged 22 points a game. The other guy averaged 19 a game. The other guy spent time guarding D-Wade and LeBron. And the other guy spent time guarding Chris Birdman. Like, are we really gonna talk about that? Is that really what we're talking about?
I got a question. Hey, Herm, for that guy for Roy Hibbert, who was so great, when the last time he played an NBA game?
Man, he done.
When the last time he played an NBA game?
Probably 2017.
Man, Chris Bosh ended that man's career. Man averaged 10 points.
He wasn't that good.
Good night, guys. Don't drink coffee
There's
tomorrow.
times he couldn't even play because
Kobe, what up, Kobe?
What up, Kobe?
What up? What up, nigga?
Kobe Jordan.
Come on, man.
Let me charge my phone up. We got some more frying to do. Let me put phone
Kobe
charge.
Jordan.
I
I
literally
need
was,
you to be calm like Saturday.
I was literally I just got off the phone with my cousin, bro. No, listen, y'all dudes is hilarious, man. All I heard, soon as I hit the little link or whatever, all I heard was he need help. What you saying, BJ? What's up, man? What you
Nah, I'm just chilling, bro. We ain't doing nothing. No, I was being honest. No, I was just being honest though. I think I said, bro. I said I asked Bubba, and Bubba, you a PG fan. I think you just up here just talking shit.
Bro, I'm a PG fan, but I'm gonna be real.
Y'all listen.
Yeah.
I've been a Clipper fan, right? Y'all boy, let's not be delusional. That's all I'm saying, man. We can't be delusional, bro.
Okay,
Bro,
let's start with
none
that.
of y'all bashing Paul George more than me. I promise you that. None of y'all bashing. And y'all got me up here defending the dude like I'm his #1 fan. That's how bad y'all up here capping.
Hey, bro, hold on.
We cannot ignore.
Ain't nobody got you doing that. You doing that on your own.
Oh no, the hell they don't. They been lying all damn night. Y'all cannot ignore a man going to the Eastern Western Conference Final 3 times without his running mate. Without his running mate, the day that Booker goes to a conference finals without Chris Paul or now without Kevin Durant, the day he does that 3 times, then we have a conversation. Until then,
Thomas,
cut the nonsense.
First of all, Paul George hasn't been to the Western Conference Finals but once.
He's talking about all together. He's talking about all together. Yeah.
Let me say this, bro. All of the stuff you saying is cool. We understand it. That's great for Paul George. We know he's played deep in the playoffs before. We get it. What we trying to do is win the championship this season, bro. All we care about
Okay, that's a
What
whole
we
nother
doing
topic, Kobe. You're right. You're right.
because
That's a whole nother
at the
topic,
end of
though.
the day,
Right.
at the end of the day, we can't worry. I'm not worried about the past, bro. I don't care about nothing. Like I'm worried about this season and this season alone. I don't care about what they did. I don't care how many championships Kawhi done won. I just want to see him
That's a
come
whole
do his
different
stuff.
topic, though,
That's
Kobe. We ain't
subjective.
talking about
Yeah.
that.
No, I'm saying,
But I agree with you. I agree with you. But that's
saying
a different day, different topic.
we first started talking about the PG because I think PG on his little podcast he had brought up Devin Booker and all of that. I get it. Devin Booker. If you ask me, I think they both soft. I'm being honest. I think both of them soft. So you know what I'm saying.
just
Whatever
saying.
happens, they Kawhi, PG. Let's just see them in the playoffs, fully healthy, and then we're gonna see who get the last laugh. That's it. Let's just play them in the playoffs
Look
because
at you
I
talking some
actually want to
sense,
see them
Kobe
in the playoffs.
Jordan.
No, I'm serious. Like BJ, I don't know what about you, but I actually want to see the Suns in the playoffs. Like I,
No,
I
I
want to see him
do,
too because guess
but
what?
I've al-
I'm gonna be here with a whole fucking savings account, and I'm calling a sweep, and I'm putting it on the line.
because you gotta
And I'm
think,
about
bro.
to
Hold
take
on, you
And I'm
your
gotta
gonna have
money.
think
but
BJ
that
you
record
have
the
hold
audio,
on,
and I'm
hold on,
putting it on
Kobe
the
Jordan,
line.
BJ real quick.
Kobe
BJ,
Jordan.
real
Yeah,
quick. Let me say this. You don't think, bro? PG versus Devin Booker, Kawhi versus KD, bro? That's gonna be crazy, bro. Like that's
I
like they
don't
got their
think
own little
It ain't gonna be nothing
rivalry
to it. It's gonna
anyway.
be an
I
ass
don't think
whooping.
it's gonna be out. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that close, Kobe. I think again, who have again? No, somebody hasn't answered my question. So nobody has answered my question yet. Not in the chat, not in the panel. Who have the Suns beat at full strength? Who?
Nobody.
It goes quiet
But
every
bro,
time
that's
you ask
not
this
their
question.
fault. They play who's in
I
front of
don't.
them.
Hey,
So
hey, hey, hey! I don't hear that
I
shit. But it's not okay. But how about this? Why
Why
should I
didn't they
give them?
win? Why
Why
didn't
should?
they win
Hold
when
on,
they
time
played
out, time
somebody
out.
healthy? Then
Why?
you wouldn't have
Why
to
should
ask the
I?
question.
Why should I give them respect then if they
Okay,
ain't
but
beat
hold on,
nobody?
but BJ, hold on. We could say that. We
wait,
could
boy,
say,
BJ.
hold on,
Go ahead,
BJ.
go ahead.
Hold on. We could say that about Golden State's first championship.
Wait a minute now. We ain't talking about
But hey,
that.
Kobe, that's not fair. Hey, Kobe, that's not fair.
No, that is
Stop
fair
Because
because
by.
hold on,
that's not
Hey,
hold
fair.
on. No,
That's
hold
not
on.
fair.
That
You
is
better mute
fair
hold
because
if
That's
them
hold on,
not
niggas
BJ.
stop
fair.
by.
Then we
Hold
not
on.
talking
Listen.
about
Hold
that,
on, hold
Kobe
on. Let me
Jordan.
finish.
That's
Let
what
me
we
finish.
won't
Let me
do.
finish. Let me
Because if
finish.
that's the
With Golden
case,
State, hold on. In 2015, every Western Conference team that the Golden State went up against, they was missing their starting point guard, bro. Is that not?
Oh,
what you won't do is
Hey,
bring that
but
up
here's the
because
thing. This is why I say that's not fair because Kobe,
And then and then
they are
here's the thing.
3-time
And then in the
champions though.
finals, hold on. And then
They
in the finals, hold on. Wasn't Kyrie injured in 2015 in the finals?
Yeah, and Kevin Love.
And
but they
Kevin. So listen, every team they played in that first year was hurt. Every single team.
okay. Well, what happened the next 3 years?
I'll give you that, Kobe. We'll give you
But
that.
hold
But
on,
guess what?
but hold on. Is there?
But guess
Hold
what?
on. Let me ask you this:
They
Is
got
there?
more rings than that.
But here's the thing.
We'll give you that. So, but
We're
with
talking about after.
Booker, we can't do that. With Booker, all we say
No,
is you ain't
we're
beat
talking
nobody,
about.
and you ain't gave me no more. You ain't gave me nothing else besides that either.
Okay, but here's the thing though. If they never get Kevin Durant, right? We again
we
that
still
Golden
won
State
without
team,
Kevin Durant.
that Golden State team, they
We
played
still
every
won
they
without
can
Kevin
I finish
Durant.
that Golden State team?
We
Why
still
don't we
won without
criticize
Kevin
them?
Durant.
Why don't we criticize
We
them
still
that
won
first
without
championship?
Kevin Durant.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me finish.
Listen, you keep saying that. Like, let me finish, bro. Like, that's disrespectful. All I'm saying is
I'm gonna
this,
let you
right?
go next.
All I'm saying is this. Every team is gonna face a hurt. Like there's some player gonna be hurt regardless. Like it's just how the playoffs go. Every year there's gonna be a team hurt. We was hurt in 2021, right? The Bucks was hurt this year when they didn't have Giannis. That's how Jimmy Butler they get past them. Every team is go. There's some teams, bro. Every year it's gonna be a hurt player, bro. You just got to deal with it. So you can't just say who did they beat that wasn't because that's not true. Every team, then you would have to go down to every championship team and say, dude, these dudes was hurt. That's why they won. If Chris Paul,
Hey,
hold on, if
hey,
Chris
Kobe
Paul never
Jordan, let
gets
me
hurt,
make
Man,
this quick.
this
Let me
nigga
make
came in
this quick.
again.
I'm about to
hold on,
get right off.
listen,
Let me make this
hold on,
quick and
if
I'm
Chris
gonna get
Paul,
right off. Hey,
doesn't
hey,
get hurt,
BJ, if that's the
if
case,
Chris
then
Paul don't
you
get hurt
can't
in
count
2018,
Kawhi Leonard's
they beat
ring
the
then
Warriors.
because Golden State was hurt. And on top of that, Kawhi Leonard only won leading the team one time. And that was against an injured Golden State in San
Right.
Antonio. So
Hey,
hell,
but
what
time out.
Kawhi really has done
Hey,
then?
hey, hold on,
What
hold on,
Kawhi
hold on,
really has done
Already
then?
hold
Some
on,
bumped
shit
that.
hold on,
talking
hold on,
about
hold on. I'm gonna
injuries
get
Already
and
this.
bumped
I'm
that.
gonna
shit. What
get this
Kawhi
nigga. Hold on,
done, nigga?
hold on, Kobe.
What
Hold
he
on.
done?
Hey, hey, hold on,
So
hold on,
stop that
Kobe.
dumb shit.
Hold on, Kobe. Hold on, I'm gonna get this
Stop it.
nigga. Herb, who? Hey, can somebody answer my the panel? Who did Kawhi Leonard beat in the second round of the 2019 playoffs? Wasn't the Sixers a projected team to win the whole thing? Did they have Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, and
Four
Come
All
Joel
Stars.
Embiid?
on, BJ, stop.
Four
Don't
All
being
hold
nasty. Come on,
on.
man.
I ain't finished.
Bro, you being
What happened the
nasty
next
right now.
round? What happened the
You
next
being
round?
nasty.
What happened to the next round? Didn't the Bucks have the MVP, the Giannis Antetokounmpo, who was so unstoppable? What the fuck happened in the round 3 when the Raptors walked their ass down 4 straight games?
No, BJ, we get that.
Malcolm
We're not
Brogdon
saying.
was
Hold on,
hurt.
we're getting that, but
OG
we're saying that.
Anunoby
Hold
was
on,
out. The
but
Raptors was not healthy either.
BJ,
Next
here's
topic.
what we're saying though. Hold on, BJ.
Malcolm
If they
Brogdon's
have,
a
hold
starter.
on, let me finish. If the Warriors have KD and Klay Thompson, you're talking about a whole different situation with the Warriors
No, you're
versus
not,
Raptors.
because OG Anunoby gonna be right in there locking
No,
somebody up, bro.
cap. If
Hey,
Kevin
but
Durant,
y'all
if
That's not
out.
Kevin
cap.
Durant is not,
And OG Anunoby averages 18 points a game.
I don't give a
And,
shit
and I
about none
watched
of that.
Danny Green lock up
If
Klay
Kevin
Thompson for
Durant
a whole
can't
fucking
stop it.
series.
I'm
So don't
tired
act
of
like
you
it's
with this
impossible.
country accent. You're not finna overtalk people because you got a country accent, bro. Stop it, man. Listen, all
Well,
I'm
you ain't
saying
finna
is this.
overtalk nothing just because you black, white, or anything
Hey,
else. You
listen,
shut your bum ass up.
just because you like OG
Hey,
Anunoby,
nobody
that's your
touching.
man's. That don't have nothing to do. KD, nobody was gonna stop KD.
Kawhi stopping KD. He already does that.
KD and Klay Thompson missed what, the last 2 or 3 games, or the last 2 games?
Now Clay missed the
Clay,
last
Clay,
game.
Clay,
Okay, I'm
Clay
not
played
giving you Clay.
85% of that series.
I can't
But
give you
KD,
Clay. I can't
yeah.
give you
Okay, but
Clay.
hold on. But hold
Go
on,
ahead.
KD.
Go
Hold on.
ahead.
If you insert KD in that series, does he not make a difference in that series?
And
All
he
I
makes
all
he
I
makes a
hear,
difference. And so does
all
OG
I hear.
Anunoby too.
You're absolutely right, Cole. But you know what? I don't feel bad for that because what happened in 2017 to me
But
that
that's
was
what
the
I'm saying,
revenge.
BJ. We could go
But but
all day.
but
Hold
here's
on, BJ.
but here
We
the
could go
Suns. The
all
Suns.
day.
I can't. But here's the difference between that and this. The Suns haven't faced anyone. Those two guys you
And
just named,
okay, and
they
guess
they
what,
face
BJ?
they
They
face
haven't won a
actual teams.
championship. Who cares? They haven't won a championship, so who cares?
That's why I don't respect them. That's the reason why I
Okay,
don't think it's
cool.
going. I don't
You
think
don't
it's going to
respect
be a good.
them.
I don't think it's going to be a great series. I think it's going to be a annihilation. Honestly, bro.
Well, hold on, BJ. You can't just say that because what gives you evidence that it's going to be an annihilation?
I've seen the last 2 years. If you go back and look at even, I've seen the
See,
last
this
2
is
years. I
why I
see how
say
these
y'all are
teams are built.
delusional, right? I don't just say a team is going to beat this team that I can't. There's no evidence to prove that. Like, show me. Don't talk about it. Show me, bro.
Okay, I'm just going by my basketball
No,
IQ.
I
So
want to
I'm
go
looking.
by what I actually see though. If
Okay,
Kawhi
we'll
and
never
PG
get
are
to that.
healthy,
We'll
hold
never
on,
get to
let me
that.
say this,
Yeah.
BJ. If Kawhi and PG are healthy, yes, I do believe we beat the Suns, right? But what I'm saying is that we haven't seen it yet. Can we see it first?
Okay, let's see it. Let's see it.
Like,
Let's see
stop
it.
this. I'm tired of PG talk. Kawhi don't do no talking. Can PG stop talking? Like, just stop the
But
talk and get off the game.
all fairness, Devin Booker approached him. PG don't even listen. PG literally was confused about what are you talking about, dude? Like he was literally asking a question to Klay
No. I'm
Thompson.
not talking. That's not what I mean by talk. I'm not talking about like talking at people. I'm saying just go out there and show these niggas who you really is. Stop talking about what you about to do. Just go do it. That's what I mean, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I
You
mean,
don't
he
gotta
did
tell
that.
me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I agree with that.
Like
I
if I'm
mean,
finna bust you, hey, if I'm finna whip you, if I'm finna bust you, right? I'm not finna be like, oh, I'm finna throw 30. No, I'm gonna just go and throw 30 on you, bro. Like
That's
simple
what
as
I'm gonna
that.
do to you, beat Kobe Jordan. Just
Hey,
drop
ho,
bucket.
stop it. Ho, stop it.
yeah, yeah.
Hope is funny, bro. She was like, Kobe Jordan, what about Saturday? She keeps
Bubba up here capping. Bubba up here capping. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
bro.
Like you up here capping. You don't want to give this man the benefit of the doubt because he had a torn
All right,
meniscus.
bro. Let me ask you a
Man,
question.
Hey man, all
Why is
I'm
Devin?
gonna see. You know what's crazy though, BJ? I think Kawhi is
what's
gonna
it?
be healthy this
Hey,
year.
Kobe
Me
Jordan.
too.
He was talking to Bubba. Shut up interrupting people, motherfucker. Let him talk.
No, he's
No, I
nah.
was just saying. I think they both gonna be healthy this year. That's all.
I do too. I do
It
too.
ain't your turn to
That's
talk. Be
the
quiet.
most.
Nah, y'all. It's open talk now. Everybody can go. Kev's been quiet too.
But
What about
Ain't
Andre?
Andre
Andre, what's your
a
take?
steady
Let's
I
just
want to know
let,
what
let,
Andre
let's
think.
just
Hookah's
say
kind
this.
of like got me distracted.
Ain't
I want to know.
Andre a
Let's just
steady?
say this. OJ Anunoby averaged 18 points a game. He's elite defender in the league. Stop acting like he can't guard. I saw Danny Green lock up Klay Thompson for the whole fucking series. I don't want to hear that shit. I saw Patrick Beverly lock up Booker for the whole fucking series. I don't want to hear that shit. So stop disrespecting OJ Anunoby because everybody in the league wants him, including the
Hey,
Golden State Warriors. So next,
BJ.
let's get to the next topic.
Hey, BJ.
Kyle Lowry
Hey,
had one
What's
bad
up?
hand.
What's up?
Kyle Lowry had
BJ.
one bad
Think
hand
about
What's
for
up,
this, right?
Kobe?
85% of the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Listen, think
Kawhi
about this.
Leonard had to beat the 76ers without Anunoby, and Kyle Lowry couldn't even dribble the
Stone Cold.
basketball.
Stone
And he
Cold Steve
sent 4
Austin.
All-Stars home. Let me know when Booker does that shit.
Wait,
Hey,
now
Stone Cold
that
Steve
right there,
Austin. I
that right there,
understand your
that's a
point.
lie. That's a lie.
Let me know when they do that shit.
That's a
Yeah, I
lie.
What's
think
up?
that's
BJ,
a lie.
Hold
they
on.
Oh,
didn't do it.
and by the way, Kobe Jordan, Get your own real ass name, cause Kobe Jordan, that man, get off their dick. Get your own name. And Kawhi Leonard was on one leg, on top of Anunoby being out, on top of
Bro,
Lowry being hurt.
you on two knees right
Kawhi
now,
Leonard
man.
was on
Chill out, my
one
dude.
leg,
You on two
Hey,
knees,
one
man.
Thomas.
leg.
Chill out.
Thomas, name a few
One
All
leg.
Stars that was
The
on the
Raptors
Sixers
was
team.
hurt, not just Golden State. I'm gonna debunk all the bullshit every time y'all speak. Stop capping. Raptors was hurt. Golden State was hurt. You saw the champion.
Bro,
Period.
All right,
name
hold
the
on,
4
Thomas.
All Stars that was on the Sixers.
Let me. Who? Kobe, you call me.
So I was just gonna say this, right? I get what you're saying. Every team we could pick a point everything. If the Grizzlies have Ja Morant, Steven Adams, and Brandon Clark, they might even get to the Western Conference. So you know
Nope.
what I'm saying? Listen, at the end of the day, you got.
Stupid.
Oh, this is what I was gonna say, BJ. Imagine it. Hold on. Imagine if I was Steph in 15, and every team I went up against was missing a starting point guard. You know, wouldn't you be salivating if you had that
Oh
same
yeah,
opportunity? Like, because
yeah,
you're
What
a
did you
point guard.
say?
So
yeah.
imagine if you're Steph, right? And then you don't have to see Patrick Beverly guard you in the second round, right? Imagine if you don't have to see Kyrie in the third or in the finals. Imagine who else did they play in the who I'm trying to think. Didn't they play the Spurs?
They play the Blazers,
They
the
played the
Rockets.
Blazers, the Rockets, and then who did they play in the
I
Western
forgot who they
Finals?
played in the second round.
The Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies,
Okay,
yeah.
and they was missing Mike Conley. So they were missing literally every team was missing their start, bro. I know Steph was on one, bro. I think that helped him with his
Yeah.
confidence too, bro. Because like he was already great,
Oh shit.
but no, I'm saying he was already great. But
Come
imagine
on,
you're
I
going up
said,
against
don't be
that
a
second
hater now.
string, though. He's going up against a second string, bro, every night, bro. That's crazy. Like,
Yeah, I think that's why it was so important for Steph to get that ring last year, because I think he was still battling with that, um,
Yeah, because
finals MVP. Yeah,
exactly.
I
He
think
got
that was go ahead.
he got cheated out of it. We know.
Yeah,
and
I
then
think
that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that Steph didn't deserve it. I'm just saying as a PG, I'm salivating, bro. I'm cooking every other night, bro.
You
Like,
what?
like this dude this dude Steph Curry,
Are
like
you saying celebrating?
Salivating.
salivating, like
Oh,
you gotta like
He should have been salivating versus the Cavs too, because Kyrie can't even go out my grandmother. He didn't average but 22 versus them, so he should have been salivating that too. But
yeah, but hey, we can't say health. That's why I say, bro, every year somebody's gonna get hurt, bro. I don't know, but that's why they trying to cut as many games because dudes is
we,
getting hurt.
Kobe, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. We roast each other. That's cool. That's all fun and game. But I agree with you. Everybody gets hurt. That's why I said stop fucking hating because not you, but anybody, stop fucking hating because the Raptors was hurt just as much as Golden State
Oh,
was.
sure,
But
yeah. I'm not
but
hating.
but
No,
but
no, I'm
but
not
but
hating
the
at all.
point is Kawhi still won.
But see,
That's
that's the
that,
thing.
that,
But
that,
see,
that's the point, and that's all we saying. That's all we saying
but here's what I'm saying,
Paul
Thomas.
George.
let me
When
ask
Paul
y'all
George
this.
didn't have his Chris Paul or his Kevin Durant, aka
Right,
Danny Granger, they wanted to
right,
hype up Danny Granger. When he
right.
didn't have Danny Granger and Roy Hibbert was played off the court, he lost his top two running mates, and this
Right.
man was in the Eastern Conference Finals. When Booker does that, then all y'all can talk. Until then, we don't
But
want to
here's
hear
the
nothing about
thing,
no
though.
stats.
But Thomas, here's the thing, though. Everybody that knows real basketball knows that. That's Paul George got his name in those Eastern Conference Finals against the Heat. That's how he became a household name. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's all we saying. Booker's not on that level. When he's
but
on
see,
that
that's what
level,
I'm
we'll
saying.
talk about
Okay,
it.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a true basketball fan, you already notice. Like the guys that get the credit, we know why they're getting the credit. We don't just get these dudes credit. We know why they're getting credit. PG became a household name, taking the Heat to 6 games. So we already knew that. Like he became a great player in those playoffs. But if you're trying to win a championship, you gotta have short-term memory. You can't think about that type of stuff. You literally just gotta move on to the next season because nothing's guaranteed, and you just gotta hope that you don't get hurt. That's it, bro. But for
All right,
people to
so
keep
so
saying,
so let me ask you this, Kobe.
but for people to keep saying,
Let me
hold on,
ask you
but
this.
one last thing, the guys that keep going back to the history is making it as if he's not trying to prove nothing. He's still trying to prove something. He hasn't won a championship yet. That's his ultimate goal, bro. So let's just focus on winning a championship, and that's it. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah,
Nah,
we
it's not
we
even
know
that
that.
part. It's
We
not
know
even
that.
really
That's a
that
different
part.
topic.
It's a matter of like, all right, when they talk about PG, they always mention the bubble. But the bubble, but if you look at what's more recent, 2020, 2021 is more recent than the bubble. So it's like, how do you hold him to this, but you disregard what he did after that?
Exactly.
That's why I
No,
keep saying
I
that
agree with
it's
you.
a
See, I agree
personal.
with you on that. I agree with you. I agree.
That's why I feel
So,
like it's personal shots. See, I'm fair around the board. Like even when any player's getting like criticized unfairly, it's gonna be I'm gonna say something about it.
But
I don't
it's
understand how
not
you
though.
can what Kes said just what made sense.
But BJ, you doing the same thing?
How you gonna say hold on, what am I doing?
Nah, just finish, and I'm gonna answer that.
How am I gonna say PG's weak mentally what happened in 2020 in a situation? I'm not giving an excuse. I'm not going to even say it. Let's just say 2020 he melted.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. But how could you not give him that same respect in what he did in 2021?
Well, hold on, but so hold on. What? But it goes both ways though, bro. Because we'll give him credit for helping get the Clippers to the Western Conference Finals, but we cannot talk about what he did. Like we gotta talk about both sides of the coin, BJ. We can't just talk about what he's done good. What about the bad shit he's done? The crazy the poor performances against Denver. Why don't we gotta go both ways. You can't just give him credit for what he does well and not give him blame for what he
Okay.
does bad, bro.
Well, I would say this: there's more good than bad, though.
But okay, that's for you to that's your opinion. Some people don't believe that. Some people think that outside of some people say this. Outside of those Indiana days, he's been playing poor in the playoffs. That's what a lot of people will say.
Okay, I just pulled up the numbers. Okay, I pulled up what he did in the playoff series. Let's go through the list again. And that same these are the biggest draws.
But
The
you got to
2018.
include OKC too. Include OKC.
That's what I'm doing right. That's what I'm doing right
Okay,
now.
cool,
The
cool, cool.
series against Utah, right? This is the series against Utah. Or wait, actually not bad. This is the series against Utah right here.
Yeah. What year was this? The first
This
year
is
of OKC?
This is 2017 against Utah.
No,
Okay.
2018.
bro,
This
he
is
2018.
fried. He fried them
no
boys.
2017. No, this was 2017, Bubba.
Yeah, I was about to say
17.
Yeah,
2017.
17
when
they played. He
he
played the
had
Cavs.
5 points.
Hey
No,
man.
2017 he played the Jazz in 2017, the first year.
Okay.
He had
Well,
5 points that last game. But if
mhm.
you look at the entire 5 games before that, look what he's giving you.
Okay, but BJ, hold on. That sounds cool, but I need to know how many shots how many shots? Like how many shots did this dude take? What was his field goal percentage? All of that matters too. It's not just about shots. Westbrook,
Yeah,
we've seen
okay,
him
but
take
here's the
35
thing.
shots.
I can tell you, I can pull I can pull up the percentage, but I'm pretty sure it was around 50%. And even if it's around
I gotta
50%,
see that. I
he
gotta
was the
see
best
that.
player on that. He was the best player on OKC in that series.
Okay,
But I'm
but
gonna pull up.
hold on. He was the
He
best
did
player
not
on the
play bad
floor.
that series until
Hold
that.
on.
He did not
Was
play
he
bad until that last game.
okay? So here's what I'm saying though, BJ. Did
But
in your opinion, do you think that OKC team, as good as he was starting MVP that year? Am I wrong? Was he third in MVP? Right.
yes,
Yeah, the
He had
second year.
Westbrook, who at the time was leading the league in triple doubles, and then they had good players or role players around him. Do you think they underperform against Utah? Because I
they
do.
did underperform. They
So
did.
that's what people are judging him off. He
But
underperformed.
no, they're not judging him off of that. They're saying that this man is mentally weak. He act like he played bad. They had a bad performance as a team, but Paul George showed up until that game 6. And like I just told, what's his face?
Bubba.
I told Bubba, the dude was playing on a partially torn meniscus.
Okay, again, we can't keep using it. Everybody's gonna be injured. That's why I say I'm with y'all until y'all bring up these injuries, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna say this: he played
We've
well in that
seen
series up
Kawhi
until
Leonard
game 6.
play through an injury in the playoffs. We've seen dudes play through injuries in playoff moments. So we can't just keep saying, "Oh, this is the reason why." No, that's an
But
excuse.
it's no reason he lost, bro.
No, I know,
That's all that
that's what I'm
happened.
saying. We understand that, but what I'm saying is
But
that
people are taking it too far, saying that this dude is just playing mentally. Like, bro, I'm looking at these are fucking good ass
no.
numbers.
BJ, let me explain something real quick. I don't think people are saying he's mentally weak because of him having a bad shooting night here or there. It's not just about that. It's what he says, his mentality, right? This dude literally said Joe Ingles was getting in his head. He was frustrating him, bro. Like, I've never heard another star player ever say nothing about Joe Ingles giving him problems.
He didn't say it, bro. All he
Bro,
said
Terrence Mann
hold on
said that,
he
bro.
was a no bro. He said I saw the interview, bro.
I did,
He
but
thought,
Joe Ingles was in his head.
Okay, but yes, but I'm saying he did not say that. He said he was annoying, bro. And
Okay,
all
but
and
the other
this
word, hold
is
on.
years.
That okay,
This,
I agree with you. That's
but
his
this,
word.
but he wasn't stopping him on the court.
Bro,
Yeah, I can be
he
annoying.
got him out of his he was frustrated. And when you're frustrated, PG don't play well like that. He needs to be in his right mind. And dudes like Joe Ingles will say stuff to him. The same thing with Steph Curry, right? The same thing with Devin Booker. There's guys in the league that know if you say certain stuff to PG, it's gonna get him off of his game, right? You're looking up these shots. I get it. He had great, he had a lot of points. I need to see the field goal, the percentage on those shots. How many shots did he take? That's another
So when I
conversation.
show you,
But people,
that,
listen.
what is it gonna be? Then when I
Okay,
show
so let
you
me ask you
that,
this. So let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you, BJ. Let me ask you this, right?
what's gonna be next?
Let me just ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this, right? Why do
You want to
people?
see the
Why
field goal
don't? Hold on. Let me
percentage?
ask BJ this, right? Why don't people call guys like Kawhi or Jimmy Butler or guys like uh we can say Kyrie. I was gonna use somebody else. LeBron. Why don't those guys get called mentally weak as well?
First of all, LeBron has been called mentally weak, and
No, I'm talking
I'm
about
going.
like today. Like, why don't those guys get called out for being mentally weak too? Because
I'm
they've lost.
telling you,
They've had bad
I'm
playoff
again,
performances.
all that you
LeBron
can,
gets talked about a lot. Being
bro.
mentally weak.
All this mentally weak. This is
Yeah.
why I say all this is narrative, and you can't. There's nothing for you to prove it because
Okay,
all
well
I'm
then,
looking at what he's doing on the court is he's actually performing.
no, bro, you're not okay. For example, right? The player, okay, you know who I know can prove it? The players that play up against him, they can prove that he's mentally weak because they're playing against him. Telling you
And
this.
okay, and you know how
What
stupid you look by
what did
saying, "Hold on,
Dwayne
hold on,
Wade say about Paul George?
let me answer that question."
He
Do you
didn't
know
say
how
nothing about his
stupid
mental. Did he say
you know
anything
how
about his mental?
you know how stupid you look when you constantly talking shit and you getting your ass dusted. That's a bust. That's a person who's a
Bro, I
person who has
don't
no.
care about that, bro.
But I don't care about what they're talking about. If this
Okay,
dude's giving
cool.
me 30
So
points a
cool.
game
So
and
cool.
I don't care what you're saying. That
Okay,
just shows
so
that you're
okay,
not on my level.
so then BJ, okay, you're taking up for a dude, and then I'm not taking up for him or anything at all. I want him to show me. I'm tired of people
He
talking.
already
I'm tired.
did.
No, he hasn't. I'm talking about he hasn't showed me nothing since he's been with the Clippers. What are you talking about? I rock with the Clippers. Before Paul George came, I was a Clipper fan. Right? I rock with the team, not an individual. So if you don't rock with this team, then cool, leave. When they leave, I'ma still rock with the Clippers, bro. Simple as that. At the end of the day, all I'm saying is this. Why are you talking about what you about to go do? Go do it. You haven't won a championship. You got to one Western Conference Finals on a team that should at least won one championship by now, if healthy, right?
And
When
why
Big
didn't
E
they win
said
it?
yeah.
Hold on, stay right there. Why didn't they
Let
win
me
it?
finish. Here's the last part, right? Again, the players that play up against him, they're the ones proving to you that he's mentally weak. Well, the fans didn't just come out and start saying he's mentally weak. Who did that come
But
from?
why? Okay, but Kobe Jordan. This is the part where it's so
But who
childish.
created that
But hold
narrative,
on.
though?
But again, Kobe Jordan. You saw how childish that sounds. Why would you believe a person? You talking about what I believe? Why would you take heed and take a person's word? A person who's so mentally weak, but you cannot stop him on the court.
Because he
That
can
doesn't
stop
make
his.
sense.
No, that's not true. Okay,
You can't
okay.
stop him on the court.
No, you know why? Because he can stop himself. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, bro.
He
Some
hasn't been
guys,
stopped. He
hold
has
on,
not
let me
stopped
finish. Let me
himself,
finish.
bro.
Let me finish,
He has
bro.
not stopped himself. Not
Again,
one time except the bubble.
again. Look how this man, bro. We went 7 games with a Dallas Mavericks team. Why did we go 7 games with a Dallas Mavericks team? Kawhi was cooking. I'm talking about that. Was it the second? I think it was the second year we played them.
Dude,
And
won't you ask the
want to
coach?
expose the lie. I also want to
What?
expose this lie
So
too
my
that
point
Kobe
is this:
Jordan said.
Why don't you ask
Bro,
the
that was
coach?
why are
coaching,
people?
though.
Kawhi
That was
Leonard had to
coaching.
tell
Hold
the
on.
coach
That
who to
was
guard who.
see Kobe Jordan. I'm trying to help you. And
No,
That was
no,
Bro,
you
coaching.
say
don't
it
need to
again.
help me, bro, because I
It
see.
was coaching.
I
It
don't
was
need.
coaching. It was
You
coaching, bro.
Yeah.
hold on. You know one thing that stats cannot really prove, and this is why you keep bringing up stats, right? Because stats can't prove this. Stats can't prove the moment a player loses confidence in the middle of a game. When something is said to him or something is done to him. You don't know what's being said on the court. I know you've played ball, but what I'm saying is that the guys who know this are the guys who play. So they're gonna be able to tell me who's the soft or not. Patrick Beverly will tell you who's soft and who's not based off of his experience on the court. I can't tell you as a fan because I don't know what's being said. I can't see PG in the moment when he loses confidence, but the players know. So the same way that players call Kawhi lethal and how he's unaffected, and when you say anything to him, you can't trash talk him? Why don't they call guys like him mentally weak? Where's the narrative? Because he's had bad game in Denver. He had a bad game in Game 7, right? But he didn't. But why wasn't he called mentally weak? Paul George was, because he said he's the one that was struggling mentally in the bubble. He's the one who said he was dealing with mental illness in the bubble. Kawhi didn't come out and say that. LeBron didn't come out and say that. AD didn't come out and say that. He said that.
Okay, I already gave you the bubble, but again, you're using your own definition to call somebody weak. That's you. My thing is, again, if you want to call somebody mentally weak, I don't care. As long as you producing on the floor, then all that shit is irrelevant you're talking about. Because the same dudes that are talking trash, they cannot do nothing with them. I already said at the beginning. I said at the beginning of this. So you want me to give you that? You got to give me this.
Okay.
If you're running your mouth, and there's nothing that you can do with me on the court, as me as a player, let me talk to you as a player.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you say.
Okay.
You sound ridiculous. And the only thing I told PG, I said, listen, it's time for you to start talking the same shit that this dude's talking. Okay. Because PG's the type of personality. Again, you're not going to change it. Right. He doesn't talk. He's gonna play his game. Okay, but cool. I think it's good. It's cool. So it's cool. It's cool for you. It's cool for you. I would just think PG's way to stop. He has to start chirping back. But again, that's
hold on, BJ. You just said hold on, but that's not his game, though, right?
That's not
his
him.
Game is not to chirp back. So why would you want him to chirp back?
I don't know. No, I don't care, bro. I don't. There's nothing for me. PG is fine. It's you and other people say that he's the problem.
Right? Here's what I know, right? If somebody's in a fight, right? You could throw as many knockouts, you could throw as many punches and have 28 KOs until you find another guy who could throw that same kind of power and test your chin. I want to see how Paul George reacts when he goes up against a Draymond and guys who can get on the, because you're talking about numbers, and I get it. He's going to show you he's dominant. But what happens, because we know the game of basketball is mostly mental, right? We always say 90% mental, 10% skill, whatever we like to say as a number, ratio, whatever y'all like to use. All I'm saying is this, that those numbers look good until he goes up against a team who's mentally tough and got a guy who can irritate him and get underneath his skin. And guess what? Those teams have shown you that they could beat Paul George.
How many teams have shown you that, though? How many teams have done that to him?
What are you talking about? So Paul George, when he talked about Denver this past season, what team he said he always struggles with? He said the Denver Nuggets and the Utah Jazz is the teams he struggles with the most. This season.
Hold on.
But why did he say that, though?
He said that. First of all, see, Kobe, you gotta stop. You gotta stop lying, bro.
Because he was
you gotta stop lying, bro.
He was talking about the altitude.
No, you gotta stop lying. Go ahead, bro. You gotta stop lying.
I'm not lying. He said the two teams that give him the. Didn't he not say that?
Bro, you're lying.
He was talking about the altitude of the arenas. He said when
you gotta stop lying, bro.
He said the teams that give him.
No, he did not, dude. Why the hell would he have problems with Utah? He just put them out of the playoffs.
What?
What are you talking about? He put Utah out the. Why would he have a problem with Utah as a team?
No,
he was talking about the altitude.
Bro, you're not listening, bro. When he
you're not listening.
When he was with OKC, Utah was the team to give him problems. He spoke about Denver Nuggets this past season, saying that team was another team that gave him problems.
Bro, Denver. Listen, this is what
the same team that he just fucking hung 30 on every damn night they played down there.
Bro, Kobe Jordan, you're lying, bro. I know the
Jazz, bro.
Hold on. We didn't beat Denver not one time this year. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you said the Jazz. BJ just had the stats up there. He fried them motherfuckers.
When he said the Utah Jazz, I'm guessing he's referring back to when he was with OKC because he hasn't lost to Utah since then, right? So he said it.
Why are you guessing? Hold on, stop.
I'm not guessing. Stop. This is what he said. Stop mixing my words up, bro.
You just said I'm just guessing. You just said that.
You're not. Don't tell me I'm guessing. I know what I'm talking about. Watch.
You just said I'm guessing. That's what you just said, bro.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, BJ. What'd you say?
No, you said I'm guessing. You said I'm guessing he meant when he was in OKC.
That's what you just said, bro.
Okay, so here's what I'm saying. Because I would have hoped that this Utah team this year. No, what I'm saying is that I don't think Utah team this year would have gave them problems because they're not good. So why would a team not good? Like, how are they giving you problems?
Hey,
I'm just
No, he was
He
assuming.
talking
never
about
was, bro. Again,
Kobe
he
Jordan,
never was.
let me enlighten you on something. Let's go to the GOAT topic. Jordan said this in the Detroit Pistons prime. The best dude to fucking guard me. He gets on my fucking nerves. I can't stand him. He guards me better than everybody. Is Joe Dumars. And you know what he did after that? He sent that bitch home in a. They was trying to three-peat. Jordan said the same shit that you clowning this dude on. Kobe Bryant said the same shit. Excuse me. Kobe Bryant said the same shit.
Wait,
Dwayne
I
Wade.
didn't hear that. You said, hold on. What did they
Dwayne
say?
Wade.
Hold on. What did
Dwayne
they say?
Wade. Dwayne Wade, another top player. He said, "Man, Paul George is fucking killing us. He's giving us fits." Why they was in Miami? Everybody
Hold
says
on,
this
bro.
out
We're
loud.
not
Everybody does
listening.
it.
Hey, BJ, this is what I don't like about the dudes on this channel, right? Because when I keep talking about a specific area of his game, they keep bringing up another area of his game. Stay
Because
on
you
topic,
were
bro.
nitpicking
I'm talking
stupidity
about
shit.
his mental, bro. I'm talking about. We know he can score. We're not talking about his scoring ability. We're
You
talking about.
But
are
hold
talking
on. But
about his choice sentences.
Kobe Jordan. Hold on. Let
You're
me
bringing
stop.
it
Hold
up
on.
on
BJ,
yourself.
tell me what am I talking
Let's
about,
stop.
BJ?
Let's stop this real quick, bro.
I
First
know
of all,
what
Y'all
he's
niggas is
talking
just
about, but it wasn't a.
nobody's gonna
let
understand
me stop
English.
this real
Fuck,
quick.
bro.
Let me just stop this real quick. Kobe
Weird,
Jordan.
bro.
Let me talk
Weird.
to you for a minute, bro. Like honestly, there was an interview that Paul George had on his podcast, and y'all hit that
Okay.
like button as y'all come in here. Y'all know the interview you talking about. He had an interview with Jaren Jackson.
Okay, cool.
Jaren Jackson and him were talking about the altitude that happens in Denver and Utah, because everybody says in Denver the altitude is hard and tough to play in. Or it was
Okay.
Jalen Green. I'm sorry, Jalen Green.
Jalen
And
Green, I remember. That's the interview.
Jalen Green said the first 5 minutes is hell, and then
Yeah.
after that you're good. Paul George co-signed with that. He said the two places that have that altitude are Denver and Utah. Never
Okay.
mentioned the team giving them problems. That was the coast of it. Thomas is right. All the top players have a person who they hate to do. LeBron James, when Kawhi Leonard checked into the game, LeBron James looked back at him and at the scores announcement and said, "Fuck."
Okay.
Like that is not something that you can say and use that as an
No,
increment.
listen,
When
I
Paul, and hold on,
understand that. Hold on, hold on. I understand
let me finish. Paul George, the problem that people are
that.
saying is
No.
that you, and when they say, "Oh, he's a scorer," well, you said he can't. That's why I say all this other shit you're talking about is pointless. As
It's
long as
not
he's getting the
pointless. It's
job
not
done and
pointless.
actually
No, because it's
being
not
productive,
pointless.
that's all that matters.
You know what, BJ? I think here's what I want to explain to you, young brother, because since you wanna try to explain something to me, let me explain something to you, right? When you're in a competition and you're in a warfare and you're in a fight, you look for every point of weakness. You try to find every possible weakness that you can to defeat your enemy, right? When you look at a guy like Paul George, we understand he's one of the most skilled players in this game. Nobody's negating his talent and his ability. That's not what we're talking about. The same way that Tracy McGrady went up 3-1 against Detroit, how did they get back in that series, right? It was mental, right? It wasn't just Doc Rivers not making adjustments. The Detroit Pistons said, you know what? We finna get up under his skin. We finna make it tough for him to get to his spots and make him uncomfortable. It was a mental warfare at that point. In this game of basketball, it's mental, bro. You keep saying how much points he scores and who he cooks. Again, we understand that. But what happens when he goes up against an opponent who knows how to get up under his skin
That's why
and
I asked you
frustrate him?
who done it to
Okay,
him.
so again, let me finish. When we're talking about Paul George's mental, you keep saying what he's done. A particular player could say something to him and get him off of his game. Again, if we look at that series with Dallas, Seth Curry said something to him about whatever's going on personally about the relationship. And Paul George, he struggled half of that series. That series should have been over in 5 games. Right, maybe 4 to be honest. We could have swept them easily if we would have played better defense on Luka and Paul George was his average. If he would have stayed at his average, right? Paul George was up and down in that series. He'll have 22 points, then he'll come back and have 14 points. Right? It was mental. Again, we've seen it against Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles get up under his skin. We've seen Devin Booker say stuff to him, and now Paul George is frustrated. He's not in his game. I've seen it happen, bro.
Bro, first of all, he was up and down the entire bubble, bro. He
But no,
said
I'm not
he
talking
made
about the bubble. I'm
no,
not
you
talking
just
about the
mentioned
No, he's
bubble.
talking about that the
I'm
2021
talking
first
about
one.
2021
I'm talking
against the
about
Dallas series.
I'm talking about the Seth Curry series against 2021. You talking about that series?
I'm talking about the series in 2021 where we went 7 games, and in 2020 where we went 6 games. Both of
Okay,
those
and we just
series.
I've already explained you. I already
But
explained to you
listen. But both of
what it
those
was.
series. Hold on. Here's what I'm saying. Both of those series, BJ, could have been over in 5 games if Paul George would have been his normal self. Is what I'm saying.
No, he was his normal stuff. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. The
No, he
first, the
wasn't, bro.
2020,
He
the
was up and
2020,
down in that whole series.
21, the 2021
Hey,
playoff. We know what happened. The first 2 games, PG and Kawhi both averaged 30 points each. There was nothing with them. Ty Lue made the incredible idea to have Patrick
Man, I'm
Beverly
so
guard
fucking
Luka
sick of
Doncic.
these
Luka,
excuses,
don't
bro. I
interrupt.
don't care. I don't want
I'm doing basketball logic. Don't interrupt me. Luka Doncic was cooking Patrick Beverly
these
on the pick and roll.
excuses, bro.
No, you don't know basketball. That's why I'm trying to teach you, young brother. I'm
Nah,
teaching you
I
about
definitely know
basketball.
basketball.
You want to make you don't know.
I'm sure I could
It's
coach
not my
niggas
fault.
around
You
you,
don't know
man.
play. You don't know plays and schemes. It's not my
Okay.
fault. The thing about it is what
Neither
happened. You
do
can't.
neither
Your
do the
guy,
Clippers.
a guy cannot be saying that you look at the numbers. There was nothing that you can pull from them first 3 games to say that Paul George had anything wrong with him.
Okay,
When we
so
went
BJ,
down
let me ask you
0-2,
this.
when we went,
Let me ask you
no,
one question.
stop interrupting me. I'm gonna keep muting you. Next one's gonna be kicked out the room. Stop
Oh,
interrupting
that's
me, Kobe.
cool. You emotional.
Now
That's cool.
I'm at the 0 when they were down 0-2. The whole point was that they had Luka Doncic in the pick and roll with Zubac and Patrick Beverly. Like Zubac gets killed all the time on those pick and rolls. They made an adjustment in games 3 and 4 to put Nicholas Batum and Terrence Mann, and they blew both of those games open in Dallas, and they were back into the series. If you go back and look at what Paul George did, he averaged his normal numbers around 25, 30 points, around 8 to 10 rebounds, to 4 or 6 assists, shooting efficient from the field. So it was nothing that PG was doing bad in those first 3 games. There was
That's
games,
cap.
yes, in that series where he had a couple games where he did not shoot the ball well. Because unfortunately, Paul George's playing style, you're gonna have bad shooting games because just like Kobe Bryant, the great Kobe Bryant, he has bad shot selection. But I don't use that to say how good Paul George plays because his playing style is what it is. It's always been what it is. He takes bad shots. I get that, but that you keep asking for his field goal percentage is irrelevant.
It
Because
is. No, it's definitely
he's
relevant.
never going to be a 50 to 55% because of his field goal percentage. That's because of his playing style. That's not who he's not Kawhi. Kawhi Leonard takes more efficient shots. I'm looking at what Paul George does as far as points, rebounds,
That's
assists,
cap,
steals,
bro.
blocks, and everything. It's not my fault that you don't know schemes and actual plays when it comes to
No, it
basketball.
has no. You're not gonna use it on me because you could talk about schemes and plays all fucking day long. At the end of the day, Paul George, he has these ups and downs in multiple playoff series in every fucking season. So for you to say that I don't know basketball because I'm evaluating it more based off not just on his game, but how he affects the game off the ball defensively when he's in the game mentally. Paul George, if you watch Paul George really close, right, you can say, okay, he's doing his job. I know when a player is not mentally in a game, right? I can see when he's frustrated that he's missing shots and it's taking away his other aspects of his game, right? Why did we go 7 games against Dallas? You keep saying because of Zubac and all of the switching. So why didn't Paul George take the challenge of guarding Luka in game 3 when we needed it the most? Why didn't Kawhi and PG guard him in those pick and rolls? You keep saying Zubac. No. Paul George and Kawhi got on him. They put Nicholas Batum on him, and they kept switching. That's why Luka kept killing because the switching was killing us. But what I'm saying is that if PG is who you say he is, he would take the challenge and guard Luka. That would have been a 5 to 6 game series at most, bro. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are the best defenders on the floor. Why aren't those guys taking the challenge? That's my question to you. And then
That's
They
the
here's the second
problem.
question.
run
Go
a
ahead.
Hold on.
switch heavy
Here's my
screen.
second
They
question.
run a switch heavy scheme. They took them off of Luka to get off the
No,
switches so they could
you
help
can
on the
get over the
backside.
you can get
You got
over the
that,
pick.
like he
Get over
told
the
you, you
pick
don't know
then, bro.
basketball.
So hold
They
on. So
did
hold
it.
on.
They
So
did it
hold on.
for a
So
reason.
so Ty Lue, hold on. Let me ask you this: if you're saying that that's what they do, Ty Lue knows that. He knows that they switch a lot. Don't you think Ty Lue knows that? And is Ty Lue okay with Zubac being the guy who gets the switch, or would you rather have Paul and Kawhi on the
He
switch?
must be okay with it because we
He's
saw it for
not
fucking
okay with it,
85%
bro.
of the series.
He's not okay with it. They're not
Then
getting
why did
over
he
the
keep
switch.
doing it? Why did he keep doing it then?
No,
Why did
hold
he
on,
keep
hold
doing it?
on. I got a better
Why?
question than
Well,
that.
he
I got a
did
better
it the
question.
whole
Hold on.
series. And Kawhi finally
Hold on,
got
Tommy. I got
tired of
Hold
that
on.
shit and
So
said,
when
game
hold on.
Thomas,
five,
So
hold on,
when
it
they
is no
hold on, hold
when
on,
they
more.
hold
took
on.
Zu- so when
Hold
they
on,
took
Tommy. I got
Zubac
you.
out. So hold on. So let me ask you this: Why did Kawhi end up guarding him in the 7th game anyway? Why did he initially?
He didn't guard him in the 7th game. He guarded him 5 and 6 and 7 because he asked for it in game 5. So before you get to game 7, worry about getting the other 2 games. He asked for the shit.
No, here's what I'm saying.
And Luka still switched off on Zubac. It was killing the dude.
Here's what I'm saying, bro. Why didn't they take the challenge earlier in the series? Is my question, bro. Luka
because your dumbass coach.
He was cooking in game 1 and 2.
Because your dumbass coach. It's the same reason. It's the same reason your coach put Reggie Jackson on the court to guard Luka in the bubble for a game-winning shot.
Hold on. At some point, you can't keep using Ty Lue as an scapegoat. Here's why. Because at some point, if I'm setting up a play and you're not getting, it don't even then take a coach. Shaq even said it. How important is the coach at some point? Defense is effort, bro. Defense is effort. I have to be willing to get off the screen, bro. I don't need a coach to tell me.
So why was Reggie Jackson guarding Luka in the bubble then? You know why? Ask the players after the bubble. They said the coach called a full switch and we executed the game plan because of the coach. Marcus Morris said it, Kawhi Leonard said it, and Reggie Jackson said it. And guess what? If Reggie Jackson wasn't on the court, if Patrick Beverly's on the court, you don't see a game winner probably.
So here's the thing. If I'm Kawhi and PG, fuck what the coach say. I'm the best defender on my team.
They did. Bro, that's why he got his ass fired.
You're lying.
That's why he got fired.
That's why he got fired.
Kez got a question.
That's why he got fired, dumbass. Pay attention.
So you keep saying the coach. Hold on. Do you think I need my coach to tell me go lock up Shad Vaughn because he's the best offensive player? Fuck no. I'm going to get on him ASAP because I know that that's my job. I know that I have the best chance to stop him. I'm not waiting on a coach to tell me that. Fuck the 1-4 switch.
Yes.
Fuck what you talking about. That's cap and that's
I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him go.
Okay.
Why
did Giannis Antetokounmpo have Coach Bud fired? Why did Giannis Antetokounmpo have Coach Bud fired? Why did Giannis Antetokounmpo have the coach fired?
Hold on.
Why did Giannis have the coach fired?
Let me finish.
Why did Giannis have the coach fired? Stop ducking the fucking common sense.
I don't give a fuck what you talk about. Nigga,
you're gonna give a fuck today because you don't know what you're talking about, boy.
Stupid ass, nigga.
You're stupid ass. Giannis, Coach Bud got fired because he wouldn't let Giannis guard nobody, fool.
So back to what I was saying. At the end of the day, if I'm the best player on my team,
well, guess what? By your NBA IQ, you ain't never been the best player.
Did Jordan and Pippen wait for Phil Jackson to say go guard Magic in this finals? No, they did it. They didn't let.
Yes, they did. Jordan, Phil Jackson kicked Jordan off of Magic and said you get too many fouls. Pippen guarded. Pippen go guard. Don't talk to me about old school young buck because you don't know what you're talking about. Listen to the story. This is the facts, and I got the video on my phone to prove it.
Hold on, y'all. Kez, go. Kez, hold on. Kez, hold on. Don't say nothing. Kez, go. We gotta end this. No. Y'all both need to pipe down for a minute. Kez hasn't got a chance to speak. Go ahead.
Hold on. I was answering Kobe Jordan. If you go back to that series,
I don't even know what you're talking about. What series?
The same series you're talking about, Dallas and the Clippers.
Okay, explain to me. Go ahead.
If we go back to that.
Okay.
Ty Lue made the adjustment of taking out Zubac and Patrick Beverly. And Patrick Beverly didn't play at all after that because he realized Luka had that.
What game, though? What game are you talking about?
After the first 2 games.
Okay. How you talk about a series? You don't even know what we're talking about.
No, I'm asking him, bro. I'm asking him.
That's how you don't watch the game. You don't even know what the hell we're talking about.
I do know.
All right, hold on. Before y'all do that.
I know what he's talking about. Hold on.
Before y'all do that. After those first 2 games, he would not pay Patrick Beverly because he saw Luka had an advantage every time. And then Zubac came out of the starting lineup. That's why he went to the small ball lineup with Reggie, PG, Kawhi, Morris, and Batum so they could switch everything. I agree. I feel like that should have been an opportunity with PG and Kawhi. Should have said, nah, I'm taking initiative to guard him.
That's all I'm saying.
But I think they actually trust what Ty Lue puts out there.
And that's part of being a coach. That's a coach's.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me ask him a question real quick.
Ask a question.
So hold on. You said you think that they trust what Ty Lue is doing, right? So it took them several games to realize that Zubac is a liability in the pick and roll, so they had to take him out, put Batum in, and let Reggie guard him. When that didn't make a difference because Luka still cooked Reggie. My whole point is We barely got out of that series. That game, bro, that series went 7 games, and we only won that game down to the last 3 minutes of that game. Marcus Morris hit a shot in the 3, which put us up by, I think it was by 4. Bro, if we do not guard Luka in that game, if we play the same defense, we lose that game. That's what I'm saying. If Kawhi Leonard doesn't make the adjustment and guard him, we lose. I don't give a fuck what Ty Lue says. Me as Paul George and Kawhi, I know that we are the best 2 defenders on our team. Why am I waiting for Ty Lue to tell me to get on him? He's already cooking at this point.
Because you don't argue with the coach every 5
that's
seconds.
what I'm about to say. That's what I'm about to say. Hold on.
Just like
That's
you
what I'm
toss the
about to
Thompson
say.
down
Hold on.
channel, your calls
Hold
the
on.
Thompson locker room.
Hold on. This is what I'm
And
about to
Michael
say.
Jordan and Pippen did the same
Hold
shit
on.
versus the Lakers.
Let me.
The same way LeBron
Let me
told Black,
They did
hey,
the same
fuck
shit
with,
versus the
the
Lakers.
same way.
They kicked Jordan off. They kicked Jordan off of Magic. They put Pippen on there. Then he kicked Pippen off and put Jordan back on there. They did the same shit. The 2 best defenders back then, they did the same shit.
You know what? J.R. Smith is not taking a shot. I'm taking a shot. That's a superstar status. That's what you can do being a superstar. You have privilege to say, fuck what the coach say. I'm the team's biggest investment. I got to make the best decision. The coach isn't always on the court. He don't always know what's best for the team. I can see on the court.
BJ,
I
highlight
that
Stevie
Luka
No
is
Wonder.
cooking us.
Highlight
If I'm Paul
Stevie
George
No
and
Wonder.
I'm 6'8", I'm going to go ahead and say, you know what? I'm not Kawhi. I got another 30-point scorer with me. Luka is the only one killing us. Why am I not taking the challenge to guard him?
But hold on. Go ahead, Kiss.
Because they are injury prone, dummy.
What the fuck do you want the court then for if you injury prone? This man
Because they won the series. That's why they was on the court,
so,
dummy.
hold on. So injury prone means you can't play
what
defense?
is Deuce 2 times talking about? Deuce, you gotta go, bro. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
They are
Niggas
injury
just say that
prone.
they're injury prone so
The
they can't play
Clippers
defense?
management,
Man, shut
they
the
are
fuck
trying
up,
to
man.
prolong their
Y'all be
careers,
hold
dummy.
on, y'all hold on, hold
They
on,
trying to prolong their
hold on,
careers, you
hold on,
dumbass. You don't know
Kobe,
what you're talking
and
about.
Tom.
Injury prone.
Hold on,
BJ,
y'all.
hold on. BJ, did you just hear what he said?
No, I'm letting Kes speak, and I'm gonna get back to
He
y'all.
just
Kes,
said that they won't play the defense because they're injury prone. I'm done. Good night. I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're trying not to run them in the ground, dummy.
Kes, go ahead, bro.
No, I was like, yo, Deuce 2 times gotta go because I'm like, what does Magic having
Yeah,
Knicks have to do with?
Yeah, you gotta take that out.
But
Go
no,
ahead.
really, with the thing, I think after a while, it really wasn't about Luka and the scoring. Like sometimes a great scorer you can't stop. You gotta Luka's best games, just like to me, like Jokic, if he can stuff the sheets with scoring, rebounding, and assists, it's gonna be a long night for any team. But if you can neutralize everything else but his scoring, there's not much you can do. Like there's not much that Luka and them could do because he likes to play where he can get his teammates involved. Those players like that,
that's
you
exactly
have
what
to.
I was saying. Thank you.
Hold on, bro. What are you saying? You saying there wasn't
They
nothing the
took
Clippers could have
Kawhi
done
and
to
Paul George off of the ball to neutralize everything else. That's
Let
the
me
whole
get this
point.
right. You're saying that the Clippers couldn't have done nothing else to neutralize Luka because he was going to do what he was going to do anyway.
Yes,
Is that what you're
no, they
saying?
could not because all he gonna do is switch on
scoring
Zubac.
wise.
Yes, that's the correct. That's the correct answer. Yes.
No. See, this is why you don't understand because again, it wasn't about just the scoring. He was killing us with his playmaking, getting guys
No, but
like
that's what I'm
No shit.
saying.
That's why they
No,
put
I
Kawhi
said.
and
So
Paul
here's
George and
my
everybody
point
else,
then.
dummy.
Then let me conclude my point.
Go
Then
ahead.
with
Say what
that
you're
being
saying.
said, right? Reggie Jackson, who's 6'3", 6'4", he's not a problem on Luka at all. That's easy work for Luka. Luka can see over him. He's able to get past him. He's able
That's
to
the
make the
whole
pass.
point, dummy.
Let me finish. So this is why you put a guy like PG, who's 6'9", on a guy like Luka. Because now you can deflect his passes. You can get in the way of him seeing the whole court. You at least take away part of
Yes,
his
he didn't
game.
listen to nothing you said.
No, what I'm saying is that's why I was
He
telling
just explained
BJ.
it to you, Kobe, but you're so fucking
I
arrogant,
don't, bro,
stupid. You didn't listen to him.
bro. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't
Yeah,
have nothing to say
you
to you,
don't care
okay?
because it's the
I don't
fucking
have
reality.
nothing to say
You
to
don't
you.
want
You don't
to
know
face
basketball.
reality
So BJ, you're telling me
because you're
that
dumb as fuck. That's why.
Ty Lue's coaching and them trusting his coaching is what almost got us eliminated from the first round of
Hey,
0.
but I'm not. Listen, this is what I'm
No, I'm just
saying.
asking you. Do you think
No,
how his coaching? Bro, we were down, but 0-2 in both series, bro. You
yes,
think
yes, yes.
that's
Hold
what we
on. Let
wanted?
in the Dallas series. Let's stick one at a time. The Dallas series, the 0-2 series. That was the main issue. Now you made a bunch of suggestions. You said that's why you put Paul George on Luka Doncic. This is
It
why you
wouldn't
do
have
this,
mattered.
that, and the other. But my thing is again, it sounds like to me you want them to do the coach's job. And the
No. I
coach
want
at
them
some
to do
point,
their job.
no, but they're playing, bro.
He was
Bro, if
frying
I'm,
Paul
bro,
George too, dummy.
No. I'm
hold
not
on,
going
bro,
for that.
hold on,
So listen,
hold on,
BJ, can I ask you a question? Okay, go
Let me
ahead.
finish
Go
my
ahead.
statement. I'm saying you're kind of putting it on them to do the coach's job because at the end of the day, the coach has a responsibility to do at the highest level. If you're putting Patrick Beverly and Zubac in the pick and roll, which is what I saw in the very
Man,
first
y'all
game, they
niggas
to
is
stop
slow,
doing.
bro.
Coach is so
You
slow, bro.
expect these two to have to go to Ty Lue every time and say, "Me, this ain't working. This ain't working," and then you get mad, and then you get
Here's the reason
mad,
why I know
and
y'all amateurs.
then you get mad, and you want to say
No.
that.
Okay, so hold
Then
on.
you,
So no. I'm
bro,
not
stop.
getting mad.
No,
Listen.
no, no,
Hold
no.
on.
Let me finish.
Go
my
ahead,
point,
bro.
dude.
You saying the
You keep
same
jumping
thing?
over me. I'm saying that you keep saying we can't keep blaming the coach. It's not the. I don't want to blame the coach.
It's not the coach at
I
all.
don't
It's
want to
not the
blame the
coach.
coach.
It's
I
not the
don't want to
coach.
blame the. I don't want to blame the coach. But if you're telling me that this is what needs to be done, they need to keep doing it, and that's on the coaches to actually put those schemes out there. You
No.
are expecting the players to go out there and do part of the coach's job.
No. Okay, well then cool. So here's the thing, right? All what you said, that's cool. At the end of the day, we're paying these two $42 million a year. Ty Lue is getting paid what, 5, maybe 8 million a year? Okay, cool. We understand it does an investment. Here's what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is that you keep talking about it's the coach, it's the coach, it's the coach. Why aren't these guys who we say they are? Are they? Aren't we? Isn't the narrative that these two guys are two of the best two-way players in the league? But then we don't want
Players,
to win.
Kobe,
Hold on,
not
hold on, hold on.
coaches.
Let me finish.
Players.
I'll let you finish. Can I finish? But then when it comes down to it, we actually don't want them to be both. We don't want them to play two ways because we'll say, oh, you know what? That they got to score on the other end. It takes a lot out of them to lock up a guy or stop him or neutralize him and then go score 30. Well, that's what we paid them $42 million for. That's why we call them two-way players. Everybody can't defend and score. Those two guys have the ability to do both. So at the end of the day, I'm expecting you to do what you do best and
Luca
against
was
the best
killing
players in
Paul
the world.
George. He was killing Paul George. He already tried it, dummy.
Okay, well, guess what? He is.
He
That's our
already
best
tried it.
defender. So
What
what
you
else do
want
we?
to
Hold on.
happen, he
So if he's
already
killing Paul
tried it.
George, so what does that mean? We let Reggie Jackson guard him? Who's going to kill
Oh,
even
okay,
more?
well, take that up with Ty Lue. Take it up with Ty Lue.
No,
And Kawhi got tired of the
but see,
bullshit.
as a player, I'm gonna take the initiative and say, you know what?
And Kawhi
If
did
I'm a
that,
two-way
bro.
player,
Kawhi did take the initiative, you
Kawhi
dumbass.
did that.
Just because he didn't do it when Kobe wanted to do it. Kobe, you ain't
So
nobody.
BJ,
You are
so BJ,
nobody. You
so
are
Kawhi did
nobody.
it.
so let me ask
Kawhi
BJ a
did it.
question. So BJ,
Kawhi did it.
are you
Kawhi
saying
did
that?
it, dummy. Kawhi did it. Just because he didn't do it when you liked it, you ain't nobody to be talking about.
No. It's not about me. It's the fact that we
It
almost
is
lost the
about you,
series.
because what
It's
you're
the fact
saying
that
is
we could have
stupid.
lost.
Paul George
We
tried to
could have
guard
easily
him.
lost that series, bro. So what are you talking
Paul
about?
George tried to
We
guard
could
him,
have.
and he was killing Paul George.
No,
They kicked
listen.
Paul George off of him.
Hey, Thomas, did you watch the series? Because we almost lost that series. Did you see the series?
No shit. No
Okay, so
shit.
here's my
He was
point.
killing
So
Paul
here's the
George.
point.
He was
Why did
killing
we
Paul
almost lose
George.
that
He
series,
was
bro?
killing Paul George.
No,
He
so
was
hold on.
killing
One
Paul
player, hold
George,
on.
and
So
Ty
let
Lue
me tell
got
you. So
tired
let
of
me
it.
ask you this. So let me ask you this. You're telling me Luka, one person, was playmaking, facilitating, he was scoring, he was doing
Yes,
everything.
he does it to
So my point
everybody.
is this:
Yes,
if you
yes.
neutralize him, he's the head of the snake.
You're
You put
not
the best defender
neutralizing
on
him. He
him.
was going after Zubac, you dummy.
Man, I'm done with y'all, bro. Y'all niggas is a waste of
You,
my
you,
time.
the
You a
question
waste of
is,
my
did
time,
you
man.
watch the
You
series?
niggas is
Because clearly, by you
unreal
talking, you
niggas, man.
telling everybody in the panel you didn't watch it. The
Nah,
man was dunking Kawhi. They took Kawhi off of him. The man was killing Paul George. They took Paul George off of
You
him.
was
And
just
when he wasn't
delusional,
on
bro.
them,
I already know I'm
he
wasting
was
my
killing the
time.
people
Hey,
you talking
Kobe,
about.
Kobe, do you know?
Patrick Beverly.
Let me say this
Can I
last
ask
thing.
Andre, let me ask you real quick. Andre, bro, if you're the
What's up?
Clippers, right? Because Andre, I like his perspective. I could be wrong. I just want to know from him. Do you think we should have put a Paul George or Kawhi on Luka earlier
They
in the
already
series?
put Paul
Hold
George
on,
on
let
him.
me
Don't
ask
ask
him
a
a
stupid
question.
question.
Andre,
Don't
do you
ask a
think
stupid question. Ask a realistic question.
If
They
your
already
name
did
ain't
that.
Andre, don't say nothing.
They
Andre,
already did
Andre,
that.
what do you think should have happened?
Dumbass.
Do you think that they should have kept Kawhi or PG on him earlier in the series? Do you think that would have helped neutralize him? In your opinion, yes or no?
Yeah, that would have neutralized him. But bro, you gotta keep in mind, Luka was calling for the pick every time to get Kawhi
And
Yes,
off
that's
it's
the
what I was
not
court.
finna say.
neutralized.
Hold on,
Thank
hold
you.
on, hold on. That's what I'm about to ask. Stay right there. a pick and roll, it doesn't matter who's on them, Kobe, because all
Right.
Luka was doing was
Kobe
calling for a
ignorant, bro.
screen. All he was doing was calling for a screen, and Zubac and Patrick Beverly would end up on him. Why they do that
But
is
here's
because
the thing.
it's
I
a switch, it's a
understand
heavy.
that,
So
BJ.
you,
What I'm
it's
saying
not
is
about
that
who
you get
guards
over
them.
the
It's not.
screen, bro. You get over
That's
the
not. But
screen.
You can't
again,
get
that's
over
on.
the fucking
That's
screen, you
Right, but
dumbass.
they was not fighting over the screens hard enough in those first 2 games.
bro. Coach
I
Lou
agree
has
with you there.
Kobe,
Coach Lou.
you
Hold
are
on.
exposing yourself as an idiot tonight. Please stop.
So hold on. So you're telling me, hold on. So let
Coach
me ask you
Lou,
this.
hey, time
Okay,
out.
That,
Coach
hold on.
Lou
Let me
has
ask you
a
this.
switch
When
heavy
you're hold on,
defense,
when
bro.
you're playing, hold on. Let
that
me ask
man said
BJ.
get over
If
every
you're
screen
playing a
like
Steph Curry,
screens don't
right?
be hitting.
Hold on. BJ, if you're
Y'all got
playing a
about
Steph
5
Curry,
minutes left.
listen, if
Yeah.
you're playing a guy who's cooking, because he was cooking from 3 too. He was killing us from 3. Zubac was on him. We understand that. What I'm saying is this. We understood that. That's why he made the adjustment and took him out. What I'm saying is that whoever is coming up with the screen, you have PG and Kawhi. Bro, PG barely guarded him the whole series. Kawhi Leonard had. So here's the difference. Let me ask you this. What was the difference between the first 2 games and then that last 2 games? Because it looked like Kawhi Leonard was on him most of that game. So what was the difference?
And he
Because he was
still
still,
was
hold on,
getting
he
30
was
or
still
40
calling for
points. He
picks.
He
still
was
Hold
was
on,
still
he was
scoring,
scoring.
so he
still
wasn't
calling for
utilizing
picks.
nothing. Ding, ding, ding.
He
Hold on,
was
hold on.
still.
These
No,
people,
no. Here's
bro.
the thing. Hold on. In
He
game
was
6 and
still
7,
getting
hold on.
30 or
In
40
game 6
points,
and
dummy.
7, hold on. In game 6 and 7, did Luka automatically just stop calling picks or screens?
No,
No, he been ducking Kawhi and Paul George the whole
No,
series.
no, no. What I'm saying is
But even
this.
a lot of
Well, hold
times
on.
when he got
So hold
Paul
on.
George,
So how
he
But
did
hold
still
on,
Kawhi?
hold
cooked him.
on.
Let me ask you this.
The problem was.
Hold on? How did Kawhi all of a sudden find a chance to guard him all of those possessions in Game 7? How did he do
Because
it in Game 7?
because they worried about Kawhi's fucking knees, you dummy. They ain't trying to run him in the ground.
You didn't even listen to what I said. That's not what I
Yes,
asked
I
you.
did. You just asked a
I
dumbass
asked you
question.
this.
I answered it.
I asked you this. Here's my question. I'm gonna ask you again if you
Hey,
stop
I
talking.
heard you the first time.
This
Same
big
dumb
gravy
question.
eating ass nigga, man, shut up and listen to the question.
Same dumbass
Here's the
question.
question, bro. Here's the question. Well, how did Kawhi Leonard all of a sudden find opportunity to guard him in Game 7, but he couldn't in the first 4 or 5 games?
Because it's the end of the series. The playoffs is on the line. Early in the series, it's not on the line. They're not going to run Kawhi in the
So
ground, you
hold on.
dumbass.
So hold
You
on. You're telling
dumbass.
me
Yeah,
that's
bro,
a champ.
do
Hold
you
on.
have a
So
brain
that
cell?
hold on. So you're telling me that's a method for winning a championship is
It's
let's
a
just
method
have
when you have a degenerative knee. Again, dummy.
see, okay. Well then guess what? Get him off the fucking court then. I'm paying him
Okay,
$42
well,
million and he
get him
can't
off the
play
court and lose
defense.
the
Get
series.
him off
So
the court.
listen to Coach Kobe. Get him off the court and lose the series, and we don't even talk about the next
Yep.
series. Dumbass
Get him out.
again.
Hold on.
You sound dumber and dumber every time you
Listen,
speak.
BJ, if you're telling me that he has degenerative knees and Paul George was getting cooked, our best 2 defenders, if those guys can't guard the best player on the offensive team, we're never winning a championship ever.
Hey,
So we might as well stop.
but Kobe
It's
Jordan,
called pick
it's
and roll,
all
you
defense
dumbass.
Hold on.
off
No,
the
what
pick
I'm
off.
saying is this. BJ, if those 2 guys cannot guard the best player because of coach's decision, then we're never gonna win.
But
Yes,
see,
you
that's the
are. Yes, you can, dummy.
but to
Yes, you
see,
can.
but again, like first of all, offensive player is gonna get the best of a defensive player.
Because
The
those are
best
our
thing is
best 2 defenders and our offensive players.
It
the
don't
best
matter.
thing.
He's still going to get 30 or 40 because he holds the
So,
ball all night, dummy.
yeah, he's the one of the most highest futures players. He's gonna get his number. The what you want to do is you want to have him have a low field goal percentage. That's the key.
So hold on.
So
So
I'm
BJ,
not.
hold on. How do we neutralize the other team's offense then if we can't put our best defenders on them? How do we do that?
No, you can. You
That's what the
can.
NBA wants. The NBA wants a pick and roll. That's why they changed all the rules to
That's
what they
not what
used
I
to be.
asked you,
Hold on,
BJ.
hold on,
How would we
Kobe.
Because you don't know the
neutralize?
game. You
Hold
asking
on,
questions
BJ.
that you should already know.
Hold on, BJ. Are you saying that the Clippers have to 100% only rely on team defense? Is that how we're gonna win?
No, you beat, no, but bro, you don't beat a great offensive player off an individual. You beat him off a team defense. That's how you beat a great offensive player.
Thank you.
Okay, you
Which was
know
a
what?
dumb question in the first
No.
place.
It's not a dumb
Again.
question because at some point that's not always the case. My best defender, Drew Holiday, he can shut you. He can shut a player down. Marcus Morris, 1-on-1 can shut a player down. He doesn't need the team to help him. He can do that by
Did you
himself.
say
Kawhi
Marcus
Leonard and
Morris?
Paul
Did you
George
say
are
Marcus
talented
Morris?
enough.
Say
Listen, what
Marcus
I'm
Morris.
saying is this. Here's what I'm saying. You're talking about team defense, bro. Our
No, he
team
meant
defense.
Marcus Smart.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
in general,
Marcus
those
Smart
guys are great
got fried
defenders
by Steph Curry.
individually,
Next
bro.
topic. Marcus
They're
Smart got fried by
individually
Steph
great
Curry. Next
defenders.
topic.
So here's what
Everybody
I'm
get
saying.
fried. So
If we
He
cannot
got
play,
fried. Steph Curry annihilated that motherfucker. Next
man,
topic.
shut up, bro. I'm so tired of this country ass nigga, bro.
But
Listen,
because you keep
all
running
I'm
your
saying is
stupid
this.
ass racist mouth, you dumb fuck.
No, it's not. You a dirty ass country ass biscuit eating
No,
gravy eating
you a
ass
dirty
nigga,
ass
man.
racist ass motherfucker. Who's bringing up Marcus Smart who got fried by Steph
This a
Curry?
white
Why
nigga. Hey,
did he lock Steph Curry up, dummy?
ain't
You know why?
you a
Because the
white
pick and
dude,
roll
ain't
Al
you?
Horford wasn't helping him, dummy.
Hey,
You don't know
ain't you a white
basketball,
dude?
bro.
You a white dude, ain't you? Is you white?
You don't know basketball.
Is you white or is you black?
That's irrelevant. Let's talk about
Oh, okay.
Marcus
I just
Smart.
want to know
Let's
because
you
one of the
don't
white
need to
boys
know
that
that.
want to
What
be
you
in a
need to
black
know
chat
is
talking
Marcus
talking
Smart, the
shit.
dude you
You don't
spoke
want to
on,
call
got
the dude
fried.
saying the N
That's
word
what
all
you
day.
need to
Ain't that
know.
what you do?
That's
Go play
that's
Call
what
of
you
Duty,
need
bro.
to know. Marcus
This
Smart got
ain't that,
fried.
bro. So
Marcus
Andre,
Smart
here's my
got
question to
fried.
you, Andre. Andre, in
Marcus
your
Smart
opinion,
got fried. The
Andre,
same dude gonna lie somebody
Andre,
got fried. And
Andre. Let me ask you this,
Jimmy
right?
Butler was giving Drew Holiday the business too. So next topic.
Let me ask you this, Andre. Since it's the coach's decision,
They
and
gonna lock
prefers.
people up. They got
Let me
fucking
ask
fried. Get
Andre
out
a
of here.
question. Can I ask Andre a question?
Go ahead, go. We got to be finished in a
Okay,
bit in a
cool.
minute.
So Andre, if you're running the Clippers organization, Ty Lue, and you don't want to put your best two defenders on an offense, because we understand that some offensive players can't be stopped; they can only be neutralized. We get that. We understand that, right?
yeah, you
Here's
can
what I
slow
want
him
to
down.
say. Here's what I want to say. If you are the best, one of my best defenders, or the best defenders, which Kawhi and PG are on the team, I am going to ask them on an occasional night here or there, especially in a playoff game, to go guard the best offensive player because that's what we really need. Because he
And
has
they
the
did.
ability and the skill set to actually help neutralize him. We also help with our help defense in helping him. But at the end of the day, I want to ask Andre this: can the Clippers win if those two guys cannot guard the best players on the other team? Do you think the Clippers can win having that mentality of we cannot let them guard the best players because they're injury prone? How do you think that works in a playoff? How do you think that can work in winning a championship?
Yeah, that can't work. If your two best defenders is not guarding the other team's best players on occasions, yeah, you're not winning.
Okay,
But see,
so
that's what we're trying to say though.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to say. But
How
hold
did
on,
Giannis win the championship when he got kicked off for Kevin Durant?
hold on.
How
But see,
did that work out? How you win the championship when Giannis didn't even guard Kevin Durant? He got demoted. How did that work?
that's why I say though, it didn't matter if I'm getting screened. If you're in a switch defense, that's what the Clippers do. You can't argue what the game plan is. If I'm in a switch defense, if I start off on Luka, let's say Kawhi's on Luka, all he does is call for a screen and he gets Zubac on him. It's
no, but
not about
BJ, you're
hold
wrong.
on.
They only
No,
switch on our
he's
weakest
not wrong.
defenders.
That's all Luka did the whole
I'm
Hold on,
series.
BJ. Okay,
listen
so
to
hold
me.
on.
Listen to what I'm
Hold
saying.
on.
Listen,
Let me ask you this,
bro, you
BJ.
got it. Hold on, I'll let you
No,
talk. You gotta
no.
let me talk. You gotta let me talk. Hold on. I have to mute you.
Okay,
That
I'll
was
go.
all he did was just basically call for a screen. This is why we fell into the hole. He called literally a screen for Patrick Beverly or Zubac to guard him. So you would start off with a PG, you would start off with a Marcus Morris, you would start off with a Kawhi Leonard on him.
That's cap.
But he
That's
knew
cap.
no, that's what
not cap.
happened.
That's the
Now let
They
him
were
finish. Let him finish.
all those players were guarding him, and he was taking turns. All he did was call for a screen. What Ty Lue did, I don't know. I think it was Rajon Rondo that did it. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if Rondo didn't get into that, I don't know if people remember this. Rondo got into an argument with Ty Lue after Game 2, and it was because he was like, "What are you doing?" After that Game 2 happened, that's when they put Nicholas Batum and Terrence Mann in. So every time that Luka calls for a pick, you're not going to be able just to pick on somebody too small or too big that can't stick with you. So all five guys are heavy switch. So it's not about, oh, I can guard the best player. If I call for a screen, I get the weak link to guard me because Luka's a high intelligent player. Then it's not going to matter. You have to have the right five guys to do a switch in. That's when you have a small ball lineup.
Okay, but here's the thing, BJ. Every NBA team has a weak link on defense. So at the end of the day, you have to rely on your best defenders to help neutralize as much as you can. Every team has a weak defender. Every team has one player or maybe two who's a starter who cannot defend. So you're gonna have that. What I'm saying is this. That's why you have to have a guy like Kawhi and PG take the challenge of getting over those screens. You're telling me that they can't get over a fucking pick? They don't know how to get over a pick is what you're saying, BJ.
That's what I'm saying. Why aren't they getting over the picks?
Nah, they wasn't fighting hard enough.
Hold on.
Hold on. Why? Why? No, I'm asking you. Why weren't these are two great defenders like you said?
Want to.
Oh, that's bullshit. So you're telling me they want to just they simply want to lose. Hold on.
If Paul George and Kawhi wanted to get over the pick, do you think they could if they really wanted to?
Yeah,
Come
they
on, we're
could.
talking about two of the best defenders in the league, bro.
But bro, again, that's why I'm telling you. Why aren't they
Man,
getting over the
yeah,
picks?
that's cap. Hey, I'm out. That's cap.
Why aren't they getting over the picks? Bro, you don't understand that you have coaches. They're the ones that call the fucking screens and not. He think that it's just this NBA 2K or something that he can just make the rules up the way he wants. They have a coaching staff, bro. They're the ones telling them not to switch everything. That's who's telling them. I
Right,
went.
that's facts. But bro,
Like,
that
come on.
series, I mean, that series, those first two games, like they wasn't really fighting hard on the screens, and most of the time they was ducking, they was going underneath the screen. So Luka was getting all those wide open threes falling to
Because that
Kawhi.
was strategic. That was strategic, though. That's why
Right,
I'm saying that
right.
wasn't Kawhi and PG didn't want to. That he was following what the coach was saying.
Yeah,
Don't get
that part
over.
I agree. I agree.
Not only that, BJ and Kes, but you got to realize Luka and LeBron gonna do the same thing. They're running screen after screen until one of those screens. It don't take but one until one screen out of the 5 or 6 per possession with the ball in the hand hits Kawhi. Once it hits Kawhi, now he has the switch. Now he does the backup, draws Zubac out, and then he goes to work. That's how he got 30 or 40 points. If you think he got 30 or 40 points by ISOing Kawhi Leonard in the middle of the court all night long, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know basketball. They run screen after screen after screen. This is strategic, like BJ says. They're trying to get Kawhi to be hit by one screen. It only takes one. It don't take 5. It takes one screen. Kawhi ducks 5 screens. He finally gets hit by one. Luka goes to work. That's a 3-ball or wide open layup for somebody else. Bro, talking to Kobe like talking to an idiot Wall, bro. He's so slow. It makes no sense. And he's talking about, did you watch the games? Bro, Luka runs off screen after screen all night long. That's all he does. So what are you talking about? Did you duck screens? Yes, you're gonna duck a screen, but it's just like them going down the damn road at 100 miles an hour. You get home 99 times. That one time you're gonna get hit. That's what Luka does. He runs you in a damn screen. This shit is common sense.
Yeah, man. It's really. I'm surprised we still got 35 people in here. They must be enjoying this.
They must be enjoying here.
Yeah, we're going to have to end this right here, man. Bubba, you should be getting your shirt in a few days, man. I just sent it off, so.
All right, sure. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Hey,
All right,
Bubba,
bro.
good talk, bro.
All right, bro. All right, Toms, I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, fam.
All right, bro. All right, man. What a night. Great night. I am tired as can be. We started off with the Devin Booker, Paul George to, went to a whole another topic. So, he said, salute to y'all, fellas. Necessary cousin, but dope to be. Yeah, it was a lot of that, man. It was a lot of back and forth. Oaktown A say I'm late, BJ. Yeah, you very late, bro. The show about to end, bro. But shout out to my people coming in. Shout out to my man Thomas. Shout out to my man Bruce. Shout out to Bubba. Shout out to Kess. Shout out to Kobe Jordan. Shout out to all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming in here, man. Y'all have hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe, all that. Definitely appreciate y'all coming in here, man. Until next time, respectfully say pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull out. Peace out of here like swim web.
We like that.